he looks incredible like that.
We
Like-
love him.
Yeah, not my favorite Link, as I already told Nebel, but and my God, it's been so long. It's been so long
Since I've seen my son.
Oh, okay, we have to voice the guy that always tries to destroy my voice. I totally forgot what voice I gave to people.
That's totally
we'll
fine.
fig-
We'll
oh.
just improv.
Oh, I see Herlock Sholmes and I just like I don't have anything to get into the voice. I just see him and it comes.
Okay,
to
so
me.
basically there is a box inside of your mind palace.
That's
and-
just the Herlock Sholmes voice.
You just unlock it, and inside there's just Herlock Sholmes.
So yeah,
Oh.
we're gonna be defending Natsume Soseki. Remember
Oh,
that?
Totally innocent. Totally.
Need to lower the volume a little more.
Da, 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 da. Oh, it's been a while. I missed this.
Ugh! The school vibes. Well, I never
Sorry.
expected this.
It's time for an exam.
Oh no. Who'd have thought we'd be back here again so soon? Yeah, right. So soon.
Very soon. It's not like it's been months. We are on a study tour of Great Britain with the intention of learning the country's legal practices.
Thanks for the recap.
In order to research the latest court procedures here, we need as much court experience as possible.
Well, yes, I suppose that's true, but for the person in the dock, it may well be his or her one and only time in court. And it could be life-changing. In which case, treating it as research may seem a little crass.
No, when you put it like that, you're quite right.
Oh, there he is.
It's you!
Let's go.
Pathetic. Ah, Mr. Natsume, good morning.
Oh dear. Are you alright? Your eyes are terribly bloodshot.
I mean,
Not that you're-
yeah, I can see the redness, yeah.
Actually, I can see it.
I can see it.
Hurry, better catch the worm! I they say here in Britain.
Yes, I've heard that expression.
But I really don't want to catch a worm. So I tried desperately not to wake up early. I was so worried I couldn't catch the wing. And now I'm absolutely exhausted as a result.
Do all literary people take things so literally?
Yeah. I mean,
You're training
many.
cats and dogs!
No! No!
No! The apocalypse!
Oh, Poppy! Thank you for putting your faith in us today, Mr. Natsume.
I wish I had 9 lives. My whole future is in the balance. I'm too
I kill
terrified to
myself.
tremble.
You're
I wish I
trembling.
had 9 lives. I would kill myself all 9 times.
Really? Because I can feel tremors in the floor.
I can do this. I can take it. Although
He's showing his butt.
I can take this.
No, no!
I'm sorry, Mr. Nerodo. I don't have any money to pay you.
Oh my god! Oh, shut up. Although, look, Tom, student Mr. Naruto Esquire.
Yes.
I caught a glimpse of the public gallery as I walked by the courtroom. It looked like the opening night of the opera. There were so many people. I had no idea my kids were such a notorious affair in London.
I caught a
Oh.
glimpse of the pubic. The pubic
Neither
of
did
the
I,
gallery.
Shut up.
actually. Porto Recordo. Oh yeah, I did play this game with my controller. True.
Aw.
Where did I put it? I don't know. Here. No, not this one.
Oh gosh.
That's the one.
Life is good. I have a Pokeball themed mug right now. It's full of coffee. Good shit.
Alright. Well, we've got the armband, we've got a street map where the victim was.
Oh, the
Second hand.
armband. Remembering my ex-boyfriend before he died.
He's not my ex-boyfriend, he's just I'm just a widow.
You're a widower now. Yeah. They were so married, bro. Like, you weren't there for the first episode, like, so much, but they were so married. Literally looking into each other's eyes at a cafe and being like, partner, let's go to London together. Like, oh.
Book receipt.
Little boy toy.
RB. Yep. Male Strongheart.
I love how ominous he looks.
Garrett Ebb's wife, who poses as a household maid. Right. Retired army man, who's the landlord of the lodgings. Herlock. No victim. We got no idea.
Yeah, no victim yet. Yeah, you'll get the victim yet. Yeah, like very soon. Don't worry.
Do you know why that might be, Miss Susato?
I'm sorry, Mr. Naruto. I don't remember the question because we paused for like way too long.
Apologies. A notorious case. So that all-knowing look on your face is just coincidence, then, is it?
Don't hide the truth from me. It's because of the river, isn't it?
Alright,
Ah,
Lord
yeah,
Van
right.
Zeeks!
Oh,
The
that hot
vampire!
piece of ass.
Is that right, Miss Susato?
I purchased as many different newspapers as I could find this morning. And yes, Lord Van Zeeks is on the front page of everyone.
I knew it!
Sometime after the persecutor was dubbed the Reaper of the Bailey, he stopped appearing in court, it seems. It's been several years now. In fact, until the day before yesterday, he just went back into the closet.
He in his coffin, you mean?
Well, he has a coffin inside of the closet. Listen, it's a bit complicated. You know, he's rich. He has a gigantic closet. It's very comfortable, actually. I understand why no one would want to leave it.
Understandable. Alright, Inspector Gregson told us something similar, didn't he? The trial 2 days ago marked Lord Van Zeeks returned to the courtroom after a long hiatus. Trial of Magnus McGilded. A harrowing experience.
I believe that appearance made even greater waves here in the capital than today's.
We wouldn't have realized, of course, having only just arrived in the country.
Why is the Reaper back in the Bailey so soon for what appears to be a mundane murder?
Murder's mundane. Damn, man. What is the state of this economy?
Like, in terms of murders, it is mundane, apparently.
Apparently, like, this is a case where, like, you don't fucking know how the case, how the murder happened. Yeah, no, that's normal.
Totally.
Welcome to his attorney.
That's the question the papers are asking, and they are all speculating various answers.
Mundane? Mundane is the most significant saga of the century to some of us.
Oh dear, I meant no offense, Miss Natsume, but that is how the papers are describing it.
Well, lest we also forget the fact that it could spark an international incident. Obviously, the reappearance of this famous prosecutor has caught people's attention. But there's another blatant similarity with the trial of 2 days ago. So I'm reading at the same time.
I agree. Lookham's...
No, that's me.
You do.
Look, student Mr. Naruto Esquire, it's you!
Me? Oh. I mean, I suppose I am me.
Both time, it is you who stand against the legendary prosecutor. It can only mean that you're friends with him!
Please, I don't.
No, we're lovers.
I don't rub shoulders with Deathbringers. I'm not
Death
Simon
Eaters.
Snow.
Little death.
I'm afraid that we are not one of his Horcruxes. There's only one other explanation. It can only be another example, Mr. Naruto, of your uncommon bad luck.
Thanks for that.
Oh, this is just my luck. Why must I be represented by a man with such frail fortune? I'm the least lucky lawyer alive!
Well, let's not forget that it was you, Mr. Natsume, who asked me to represent you.
That's your fault.
Yes, it's true that I was
Yes,
just...
no, it's
That's right.
yes, it's true that I'm just a student new to London with little in the way of experience or skills or luck.
Or boyfriend.
But I promise you this, I'm gonna fuck around and find out.
Yeah, you can
And
skip that.
I will
Yeah,
fight your corner until the bitter end, and I will believe in you.
Yeah, basically that's it. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
Oh, benevolent locum. Student Mr. Naruto Square, you better fuck around the town.
You better fuck around,
Please fuck every corner.
please. And when we say corner, I mean, you're not alone here with us, Miss Natsume. There are so many other people here ready to fuck your corner. Whatever happens, we will always be on your side.
Oh, benevolent not locum. Assistant Miss Mikotoba Esquiris. I am in your debt forever. I shall never forget this great kindness as long as it...
Lots of backups for the defense!
Come over here! Come in our corner!
Kindly make your way to the courtroom.
Kindly?
Alright then, Mr. Natsume, it's time. Let's go. And if we are to make ourselves in there kindly, I like the color of your handkerchief.
Yes!
Oh, he came. Oh, shit,
no.
fuck. Low cum. Well,
This
not
is
really low
it.
cum, he's actually very high cum.
My second appearance in the British courtroom. My second trial against the Reaper. ... I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma.
Oh, oh.
Ryanosuke looks up, sees him, like, in the stands, like, am I dreaming?
Bro, when I look
he
at the
is there-
sky,
He is there watching me, and it's just Kazuma actually being alive and just, like, sitting in the jury being like...
just eating his
fries.
popcorn.
Yeah. He's doing
I like to
great.
imagine. You know, it's like this one panel from like the the Ace Attorney manga where basically Miles Edgeworth looks at the sky and is like, every time I look at the sky, I see his face, and it's just like Phoenix Wright in the stars. Everywhere I go, I see his face.
Because this time, I won't let my faith waver. I'll believe in my client till the last. Just like you believed in me. I believe I can do this now. I'm ready for this fight.
Oh my god, dude.
Pulls out sword.
He keeps on talking, like, every single time he has, hey Kazuma, are you proud of me? And every time it makes me cry, dude. This is so unfair that he had to fucking die this early on. Like...
Oh, okay, that's some people in the jury.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I now call upon the counsel for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
Wait, shit. Oh, that's me! Oh, shit!
It's him!
Wait, I need to prepare.
Yeah.
The prosecution is fully prepared, my lord.
The defense is ready, my lord.
All up and ready to go. ...
The Nipponese are a truly fascinating breed.
Ah, we're back to the
Emphasize
racism.
the breed.
Sorry,
Well, and I'm
what?
ready to breed.
Lord Strongheart has told me all about you. That you're a student who arrived in London but 2 days ago. A mere amateur.
Do you have a point? Or are you just trying to
Do
make me
you?
insecure?
Being a compatriot, you feel compelled to try to help the accused, I suppose. Typical Nipponese arrogance.
You say that as if you're not arrogant. Oh, man.
Forgive me, but I do not believe arrogance is an appropriate description.
Sato-san.
After all, at our previous encounter, the defendant was found to be innocent.
Here's this wine, it just made appear on my desk.
I have an
It's the blood
entire
of the
cave in my
innocent,
desk.
not a bagel.
I have a mini fridge under the desk. Very useful. Very true indeed. And the most fascinating, if dark, trial it was. The tragic conclusion came later, of course. Here's to the acquitted and his unfortunate violent hand.
Yeah. He
Oh my
fucking
god.
died.
Oh my god, the way he's holding up the chalice, it's like... here's to the acquitted and his unfortunate violent end. That's his blood in the chalice.
Oh, honestly, wouldn't be
drained him.
surprised.
I can't see the word chalice without thinking of something
Yeah,
else.
no, same
I
thing.
know.
Dude, I made
know.
I made a meme about that. But it was like it was a consume the menstrual cup instead.
Oh my god.
Something I did.
I think I remember.
The
Yeah,
seven
you remember?
goblets.
Bro, it was I think my best meme I did in for his journey.
Thank you, councils. I see both sides. I couldn't read.
Fine,
Now,
fiddle.
ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are you ready to carry on?
Sorry.
My wayward son.
Um,
Find
I
him.
have
Oh, sorry, I was reading my gay eroticas. Sorry. Are you ready to carry out your duties here in court as impartial members of the public?
You never know when you might be down on your luck, but I believe in fair play for everyone.
Wait, that's always the same people?
No.
No, it changed.
Okay.
But
He
this
was
one
a
is from the
witness.
first one. Yeah, he was a witness.
Well, I must warn you, I'm rather more ruthless than I appear.
Oh well, not me. What you see is what you get. I'm a peace-loving fellow.
I'm afraid to say I think it's quite possible that mustached foreigner did the deed.
Está buenas, ¿qué?
Yes!
Keep going. He just put on a new outfit, man.
It's the same guy.
It's the same guy.
Actually, it's not the same guy at all, but
We're saying it.
Sorry, I didn't quite. Did you talk about cranberries? Cranberries. Oh, it's my favorite as well.
it's está buenas, está buenas,
de.
Esta buenas de.
está buenas de. Okay, just to make sure, so I can carry on the joke.
The fifth juror. That's just it. No, wait, he was the fourth last time, I think, right?
I don't know.
No, he was the fifth.
And I think
he
he's
was the fifth.
Yeah, I think he's also the fifth. Yeah.
Very well. Let's proceed. Your opening statement, if you please, Lord Van Zeeks.
Very recently, Great Britain signed an alliance with a rising power in the Far East. The accused in the dock today is a student from that same land, a certain Mr. Soseki Natsume. And while our country has extended this foreign student the warmest welcome, regrettably, the kindness has not been returned. In fact, this student is accused of a most sinister act. Plunging a knife into the back of an innocent woman who was doing nothing but walking down the street.
A knife crime? I tell it from bitter experience. Those are the worst. Bloody oath they are.
Yeah, I really prefer knife play. That's better.
Just look at that sallow complexion and his short stature. He's one of those dreadful Japanese.
Está buenas. Sorry, didn't quite get Is it racism?
He only has racism.
Pray forgive me the discourtesy of smashing my allowed callus here in this great chamber. Allow me to call the first witness to the stand.
I mean, at least he has the courtesy to apologize whenever he does some
Oh,
bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. He does it every single time he does some bullshit in court. He always apologizes. So that's the good thing about him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just being a little too silly.
Yeah, sorry. I needed to be a bit more dramatic for the panache of it.
Well, Bailiff, lead the inspector in, please.
So, dude.
Him.
Your name and occupation, please. I think I was voicing him too.
Yeah, you were.
Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector at Scotland Yard. Would you please summarize the events of the case for the court, Inspector? The victim is thought to be a young woman in her 20s by the name of Olive Green.
I beg your pardon, Inspector. Thought to be, well, Olive Green, that's a shit name.
Yeah, well, a lot of people try to, check if it was true, but yes, she's named Olive Green. Having been stabbed in the back by an attacker's knife, the victim fell unconscious. like an olive on the pizza. That was 3 days ago now, and she's been comatose ever since.
Oh yeah, she didn't
got
actually
fucking
die
tomatoes!
As the tomatoes on the pizza.
Tomatoes!
yet. So they don't even know who she is for sure?
Tomatoes! I see.
I'm sorry.
Just like a pizza.
Fortunately for the Eastern student, the charge will not be murder. Pray, elaborate on the details, Inspector. Sir, according to my mustache, if I could ask everyone to look at the street map. As you see, we're in London and every street has a shitty name. Please do not bother if I destroyed the pronunciation of Meerschaum Street. As I mentioned, the incident
Calabash.
took place 3 days ago, at around 5 in the afternoon. It happened on the pavement, running alongside Briar Road, a wide thoroughfare for horse-drawn vehicles. It had not long since stopped, knowing as the victim, Miss Green, was walking down the street.
This does not look at all like her. That does not
Out-
look like at all like him.
Well,
Out of the blue.
that's just what the bathroom signs for men and women. It's guy in top hat and woman in like that thing.
Those- Yeah, the two genders.
Yeah, the two British genders.
No, the three genders. Guy with top hat, girl with that kind of hat, and men with a mustache.
Yes. Out of the blue, she was approached from behind by the filthy Japanese and stabbed in the back.
The added racism. Beautiful.
Luckily, the young lady's life was spared, and she's currently being treated in one of the city's hospitals. But being incautious as she is, we've been unable to take a statement from her, of course. This is the case file with everything we know about the victim so far. It would have been useful if I gave that to the lawyer before the fucking trials.
But no.
Don't worry, I'm fast. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Thank you, Inspector. The court will accept the document as evidence if you please.
Overview of the case. Found with a knife in her back in the hospital. Woo.
What of the weapon that was used? Sir, I have that here. It was removed from the victim's back.
Ouch. That big thing is starting to make me scared to walk down the street now.
With a heavy blade like that, almost anybody would have been able to stab the poor woman.
He used to have a heavy blade as well.
Also, wait, how's that a heavy blade? That's a switchblade. That's
That's a
supposed to be
Yeah.
heavy.
switchblade. I mean, maybe they don't make it as they used to. Maybe those are very heavy switchblades.
It's like a fucking sword when you unsheath it.
Just as flames and everything, just little like pyrotechnics.
Even the scrag looking Soseki-san, I suppose.
Common garden jackknife. I wish I could do something about jacking off. Thank you, Inspector. The court accepts the blade as evidence.
It's a
Is the judge okay?
jackknife.
I'm just saying you can't see what's going on under my desk.
Yeah. Large but commonplace folding knife.
Let me check that out.
I can fold something else on the table. Now then, what do you know of the motive? Money or valuables, I presume.
Huh? Young woman, olive green, female, stout build, early 20s. Cool. Reporting officer, Rolly Beat.
Beat.
Her name was Gleam from her personal effects. Other details are unknown. Apart from a single stab wound, large knife, no other signs of injury. The assailant was running away by the reporting officer. Uh-huh. Swing. Oh. Okay. Let me.
What if you accidentally like cut yourself with that? Like, oh shit!
Swing,
I think it
swing,
happened
swing,
once.
Swing, swing. So there's nothing to see.
No, there is Nebel, the tip of the blade.
Uh,
Look at
Oh,
the
what
tip.
the fuck?
just the tip.
Just the tip.
Oh, look here, Mr. Naruto. Please, look at it. Look at the tip. A small piece of the blade appears to be missing.
You're right. Well spotted, Mr. Sato.
I know, right? I'm doing your job for you. I wonder what could have happened to it.
Hmm. You don't think it could still be lodged in the victim, do you? I mean, yeah, that's the most likely course of action.
He put his
But
tip
if
in the
it's not?
victim?
Oh, no, just the tip, though. Just the tip.
Oh dear, I do hope not. That sounds terribly painful.
So, did they already wipe off the blood?
I mean, maybe.
Because otherwise, the lack of blood is sus.
I mean, maybe it's just the tip that was like tipping blood. I don't know.
Maybe.
From what we can tell by looking at the woman's possession, it seems like she's a poor student herself.
She's literally me for real.
You're not even a student, ma'am. Aren't we imagine she would have had anything much of a pitch in, my lord?
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, are we looking at some deep-seated resentment towards the victim?
Are we?
I'm afraid I couldn't say. Apart from visiting Songe's bookshop, the defendant, Mr. Natsume, doesn't appear to get out much. He's what we call a virgin. At this moment in time, we haven't been able to establish any sort of connection between me and Mr.
Yes! Yes!
Yes, he's a victim. he's a virgin. No, yeah.
Is theft and grievance, if theft and grievance had been ruled out as the motive, what reason could Mr. Natsume possibly have had for stabbing the young woman? Yet you arrested the man in spite of that, in a totally unjustified and heavy-handed way.
Hate crime.
Oh! There goes our previous victim. Defendant.
Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging a freshly uncorked bottle into the public gallery.
Love it! I just got showered in some of the wine that touched his heavenly lips.
Oh my god, it smells like blood!
I'm bathing in there. It's close I'll ever get to kissing his man.
I'm sure it didn't kill anyone in the public. But your words have soared its allowed bouquet.
Bouquet.
For it is you, my learned friend, who is being heavy-handed here.
What? My hand is very light, I'll have you know. I'm a twink.
Scotland Yard does not arrest people without a good cause. That should be beyond question. Maria. Inspector Gregson,
Maria!
prosecution calls for your formal testimony. Explain to the court precisely why the constabulary, yes, I like difficult word, came to arrest the Nipponi student.
Came.
Yes, sir.
Bow.
As I said, it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the incident occurred, and there was unusually light fog. Visibility was reasonably good, and there was no one else about but the victim and the accused. Out of the blue, the victim was stabbed from behind and subsequently collapsed on the pavement. The accused ran off, scattering his belongings all over the floor. Those being the number of old books he just bought. He was on his way home from a bookshop, it seems. It was just a matter of working out who the bones belonged to, and we found the block to arrest him.
Books, you say?
Yes, my lord. I have a photograph here of the scene of the crime, taken immediately after the incident.
Okay, so that was in... But, oh, it's...
She does look like an olive.
She does. She does.
Maybe her clothes have, like, so much padding that, like, only the tip lodged itself in there.
Damn.
Damn, girl.
Damn, girl,
Oh.
you thick.
Yeah, you thick. All the padding, man. Me for real.
Ah, yes, I can clearly see the books to which you're referring. I'm not looking at anything else, obviously. I will take that photographic print as evidence, please, and
Bow.
also for my private collection.
You Nipponis are a spineless breed, too cowardly to admit defeat.
I don't
Did I-
breed, I'm gay.
I mean, we can breed together.
No way. No.
Show it to me.
Nice.
Show me that you're not cowardly. Go on. Fuck me from the front. Don't fuck me from behind. Go
My dear
on.
Nipponese, we do call it a busi for a reason. Denying everything, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary.
Well,
Forgive me, Lord Renzix, but the defendant is not denying everything as you put it.
What are you doing, Mr. Sato?
I'm being petty.
Good job. Keep going.
Mr. Natsume has admitted to playing some part in this incident. Isn't that right, Mr. Narodo?
Well, now that you mention it, I don't remember. When we visited him in the prison yesterday, he did tell us what
Yesterday.
happened.
Ah, yeah, right. That happened
Yesterday.
yesterday, right?
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday.
As I was walking along the accursed pavement, I could make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman, wearing a green overcoat. She was, and just as I went to overtake her, she suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed into the cold, hard slabs of stone at my feet. I was terrified. I had to get away from here.
Ah, they like... Yeah, I remember
was
that was
there.
also the apartment that had a window that was perfectly looking towards her, so they probably like threw it. I don't know.
So I ran as fast as my legs would carry me back to my cursed lodging. My tiny, tiny Japanese legs.
A green overcoat?
Well, that's exactly what the woman in that print is wearing.
Oh my, a photographic print in full color. What will the world come up with next? The defendant has done nothing more than admit he fled the scene of a terrifying incident. That does not mean that he's guilty of the heinous crime of stabbing the woman in the back.
There was nobody else there at the time, just the two of them.
Just the
We
two
can
of
make
them.
it if they try. The victim and the accused. In other words, there is nobody else who could possibly have stabbed that woman. A fact that the accused concedes.
Shut the fuck up! It seems like cross-examination could prove to be pivotal, counsel. Proceed, please. And
Yes,
don't
my
fuck
lord.
up!
Nothing for it. Fuck around and find out. I have to use this cross-examination to turn the tables.
Don't fuck around, just find out. Bitch!
Sure. Da, da, da.
Time to press.
Wrong button.
Hold it.
Hold it! A light fog, you say?
Well, live for London, you could see the opposite side of the street for once. Not much farther, though.
That's light, is it?
Ah, London.
Around these parts, yes. Not something I expect a Japanese film like yourself to know, of course.
I've read that London is famous for its fog, like Barovia, but in my country people usually imagine that gives the city a rather beautiful appearance.
Oh, quaint.
Bitch.
Yes,
Sorry.
well, it's not something us Londoners tend to romanticize. I expect you can appreciate.
I see, yeah.
At this time of the year, the fog causes a large number of accidents, especially when it's heavy. Sometimes you can't even see your own hands at the end of your arm.
Indeed, the other day I was very nearly trampled by horses. Before I could see the carriage they were pulling, it was almost very enjoyable, but then, they saw me and I... Oh, sorry, yes.
Sasato-san and I should definitely remember to stop, look and listen.
However, on the day that concerned us, the fog was somewhat lighter than usual. A fact no doubt lamented by the accused.
Woo.
Hold it! How are you able to state that with any certainty?
Quite simply, my learned friend, because that is what the witness to this crime has told us.
Ah, Inspector Gregson mentioned the witness yesterday.
That's right. One of them is a policeman, I believe, from Scotland Yard.
That is correct, ma'am.
Then we must hear that testimony.
The prosecution will, of course, call them to the stand, should it be necessary.
Wait a minute! 5 o'clock in the afternoon in the middle of winter, it could have been dark already. No matter how light the fog might have been, no one could have seen.
I'm unaware of the situation on your tiny island in the east. But here at the capital city of Great Britain, all main roads are illuminated in the night by gas streetlights.
Ah!
The prosecution believed there would have been ample light by which to witness the crime.
Although maybe someone forgot to light the candle.
No, they probably did because, like, you know, the Bobbies are always working around the clock to do that.
Possibly.
Oh, quiet.
I mean, the guy was literally like an officer of the law, so he probably like lit them up or something.
Quite. Here in London, for the first time in history, mankind has completely conquered the darkness that is inside of our hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. Which means we really need to hear those witness statements. If I could just get through the fog of this cross-examination.
You'll get to Barovia.
It seems the counsel for the defense is taking stocks. Continue with testimony, Inspector.
Game!
Like Smash stocks. From behind, you say?
Oh yes, from behind.
That's right, as you can see from this print.
Mm-mm.
Quite so, Inspector. The handle of the weapon is clearly protruding from the victim's back. And you say this poor woman, Miss Green, remains in a critical condition. Tomatoes, no less.
Yes, tomatoes, sir.
Tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
I'm afraid so, my lord. Yes, she's been treated at Bart's. Ay
But
caramba. I was hopeful that she'd come round before the trial started so I could take a statement, which wasn't to be.
yes, that is indeed a pity. It would have been more stimulating to hear the victim's
Illumination.
own account of events.
Judge, are you having a stroke?
Je suis vieux.
The Reaper of the Bailey has claimed the judge this time, it seems.
Luc, j'ai si froid, Luc.
Luck is on your client's side, it seems.
Yeah. On the contrary, my client has been exceedingly unlucky.
Your force of tone is seriously undermined by those disturbing white eyes, I'm afraid. White eyes for a Japanese.
Oh my god.
Mr. Natsume's
You know, like,
belongings.
I feel like Songe is currently channeling, you know, his high school years of racism.
What
Like-
the fuck do you mean high school years of racism? What kind of backstory are you giving me?
Don't you remember when you told us that, you know, you did the whole thing where you pretended to
Oh,
like speak Japanese?
Oh my god!
Oh,
Like, kimono
shit.
sushi.
Oh fuck.
It's coming
Okay.
back.
Okay, but that's not racism, that's just being funny.
It's both.
Wait. I think you'll find it. It's all there in the photographic print of the crime scene.
Yeah. Books.
Don't worry, we can turn it that way too. It's racist and
Books on the
funny again.
floor.
That's right, my
Secondhand.
lord. Second-hand books. They were irreparably damaged after falling into the room. Judge, come on! The accused could easily have carried all 3 books in one hand, which means his array would have been free to wield a knife, for example.
He's
But
very
it's a
clever.
heavy knife.
He's very clever, isn't he? And very handsome, don't you think?
I mean, I know what you mean, but also, what do you mean?
He's made it extremely hard for you to assert that Mr. Natsume had his hands full with his books. He managed to close the one avenue of escape we might have had before we even knew it was there.
You're talking about sex. God
No.
fucking damn it. Get a room. You mean to say that the defendant was holding belongings as he thrust the knife into the victim?
That must be what happened, my lord, yes.
Sure about that?
I need to drink.
Hold it!
The defendant apparently visits a second-hand bookshop on a daily basis.
Yes, that's what I just told you. A shop full of all English literature. I commend the accused on the lofty subject matter of his scholarly attention.
Well, that's a compliment.
The block's room was stacked floor to ceiling with those musty old books.
Can you tell us more about the bookshop in question, Inspector?
No, I don't read.
Well, if I must, I'll have to ask you to look at the street map again, I'm afraid.
Where is it?
Closest second-hand bookshop to the accused lodging is this place here, Bourbon Box. A little place on the corner of Briar Road and Meerschaum Street. As it happens, the accused is currently living in lodgings on the other side of Briar Road, at the opposite end. Which means it doesn't take a genius to work out the route he would have taken home. Something like this.
Yes, I concur with your conclusion, Inspector. The defendant would certainly have passed the scene of the crime on his way home from that particular shop.
Mr. Narodo, I think that what the inspector just told us could turn out to be of vital importance.
The important point that the inspector just made being the bookshop's location.
The bookshop stocks, obviously.
The crucial detail in what you've just told the court, Inspector, is the location of the bookshop. So where is it exactly? What?
What?
Are you winning up, Sunshine? I just explained that. I got the map out and everything. Use red blooming ink and drew the blocks route home on for you.
And I distinctly remember seeing you not alone, Counsel.
Yeah. I'm so nervous.
The honor of the day goes to you, my learned friend.
No, the trial. Oh. Okay.
Mr. Narodo, I would strongly advise you look carefully through the court record at this stage.
Okay. Okay. I guess. Oh, it's the name because. Oh, wait, the receipt. He went to your books. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So time to re-attack this.
Continue with your testimony. Blah 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 blah.
Let's go
What's the
back.
matter, working out? Okay, we're going back.
And we press that again.
Hold it!
Please let me. Yeah, thank you.
Skip.
Yes, I say, it's wrong. I go back to the room.
No.
Well, he must like, I swear. He's a blind, it's Marsham Street, Briar, he messed with his nodding, we can guess what he rode. He took the train already, it was such a fast road. He ran a marathon.
Future. Everything's fine. The bookshop's name.
Inspector Gregson, may I ask you a favor?
What?
Would you kindly add the name of the bookshop to your formal testimony? There we go.
So I can do an objection on it according to the game mechanics.
Hell yeah. I believe it may be of vital importance.
Maybe.
Well, you know.
Well, it's just like he's inside, like, you know, he's you know, he did a Phoenix right pose.
I mean, yes, it could be a very important clue.
Oh, very well. Not that I can see, because I need glasses.
Yep.
Please revise your testimony.
Yes, sir, my lord, whatever it says.
Could the man be any more sardonic?
Yes, I can.
Steven Universe. No, bourbon
Bourbon.
books. Dun.
Book.
No.
No.
Objection.
Oh, that's such a weak objection.
If
Samuel
I could just stop you there, Inspector Gregson.
What is it, Sunshine? I'm a busy man, you know. I
This
have
is a
plenty of things to
receipt.
give order to.
that we found in Mr. Natsume's room. It was issued on the day of the incident and details of the purchase of 3 second-hand books.
And you found that in the accused room, did you?
Yes, but the point is not where the receipt was found, but the name of the shop.
Go on.
This receipt was issued from a bookshop called Your Books.
Your books. I can spell.
Yes, my lord, so Mr. Natsume did indeed purchase a number of books at a second-hand bookshop. However, the bookshop in question was not Bourbon Books. He's not an alcoholic.
What?
Inspector, do you know of this other bookshop? I'm sorry, I can't read.
Yes, sir. Your Books is another second-hand bookshop, not far from Bourbon Books. It's just that, well, it's such a small place. I didn't think the accused would have known about it.
But in fact, that is the bookshop which the defendant visited on the day in question. And this receipt proves it.
Yes, for what difference it makes. Wherever the man purchased his musty tomes, it makes no difference in the final analysis.
Musty, huh?
I disagree. Well, after all...
I have the street map here. If that might be of any help.
Yes, thank you. Have a look at this, please. If the defendant had been returning from Bourbon Books, then yes, he would almost certainly have passed the place where Miss Green was attacked. However, if we take into account the fact that he was actually at another bookshop, Your Books, it may very well turn out that he wouldn't have passed that location. Please, just put it on my map. Could that be true?
My, it rather depends on where this other bookshop is. I do declare it may be a possibility.
I'm so thankful that this jury is not as gung-ho as the other one. Jesus Christ, the other one was brutal.
I mean...
That's right, Mr. Lawyer, sir.
I mean,
What you
yes, we
said.
just started, but like, my god. The other ones were insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It absolutely could be right.
Inspector Gregson, where is this Your Book located? Other
Well,
tomatoes!
Obviously, we looked into that, sir. My mustache is telling me that it turns out that Your Books is here. It's just here on the next corner of Meerschaum Street, going east.
Well,
That doesn't change shit!
Yeah, basically.
not really, no.
Yeah. Just wasting time of everyone.
And there you have it. As you can clearly see now, he would have simply taken a bit longer to get home. Okay, but yeah, but that brings up the question, why did he go to Your Books instead of Bourbon Books?
Because he's a fucking hipster, Nebel.
Fair enough.
Thank God my mini fridge is bigger than I thought. My little Nipponiese friend is obviously in training to be a clown.
He's doing it.
The way he regales us with such big witticism.
At least he didn't call me the whole circus.
Oh.
To your future car in the circus.
I got it!
There it is. It's my favorite quote in the whole game.
Fantastic.
You put the glass down now, I'll put it down for you.
Honk honk, here comes the nose. I didn't think I need to spell it out, but here we go. If the accused was coming home from Your Books instead of Bourbon Books, well, there's no doubt you still have passed the place where the victim was stabbed.
I mean, he could have gone the longer way. Honestly, it's not that big a difference. Like,
The fucking mathematician comes and is like, actually, if you do the calculation, it's faster if you go that way.
Shut the fuck up,
And-
Inspector!
since this is like it's a person, so maybe it's just a personal preference. Maybe he was like checking out something else on the way. Just liked that street more. Who knows?
We got no proof of that, Nebel.
We don't. I'm speculating.
Can you drink at least? Like, you just play with your wine.
He never
Don't play with your
does.
food.
He
Oh my god.
He's just smelling it, okay?
he
Okay,
doesn't want to be drunk in court because then he
Okay,
gets a
but-
little too silly.
Maybe it's like a censure thing, where like you can't like display people drinking alcohol, like you can't display people smoking. So maybe that's why he has wine, but he never drinks it.
Oh no, he does drink it sometimes in like some animations, but very rarely.
Just
Okay.
he doesn't drink at court.
Oh, he
Oh.
does. He does drink in
I mean, I
court, but
guess,
like
okay.
rarely.
Based.
He prefers to smell it, apparently.
Allow me. No, I'm not gonna make a joke. Allow me to reiterate from I learned: if someone's slow, Nipponi's friend. Hmm. That hurts. Wherever the man purchased his musty tomes, it makes no difference in the final analysis.
Susato is like shake my head.
As I suspected, you can't fool me, and I don't suggest you try.
And stop with us, then.
Ah! What'd you say? I'm like pretty bad repeating that.
Mr. Naruto, we mustn't give up.
What do you mean? I'm never giving up. Never letting you down.
Please, you've done nothing but let me down the entire time. You even let down Kazuma. He fell down because of you.
No!
He died because of you, Ryunosuke. You
It's
killed
all your
him.
fault.
You're
If you
It's
were
all
not in
your
that
fault.
closet, if you were finally out for the world, he wouldn't have died.
If only you would have ended all this trusty steel.
If the prosecution is correct, the members of the jury may very well decide that Mr. Natsume is guilty.
She's
Oh,
right.
bitch.
No.
We must think. Think, Naruto, think. We must consider the assertion just put forward by the prosecution very, very carefully.
Sosuke must have passed the location of the incident on his way home from your books.
Just leave it. Just wait. Just give up. Give up on
The
your dreams of
assertion
becoming a
just made
baker.
by the
You must
prosecution
give
is
up
fundamentally flawed.
Explain yourself.
Yeah, you can see what I mean on the map. When returning from your books to his lodgings, Mr. Natsume could have followed the route suggested by the prosecution. However, that isn't the only conceivable route to take between the two places. See, that didn't take much longer. If the defendant used these streets, look what happens.
I heard my
Arrived
hand.
back at his lodgings without passing the location where the victim was attacked.
Objection!
I mean, he passed it, but like...
Talking back to a clown is a full errand, of course. However, I feel compelled to point out that that route is what is commonly referred to as the long way around.
I want to point out. Starts pointing.
On the cold winter's night, why would any man choose to take a longer route home?
Well, there's reason. Just ask
Because it's
him.
pretty.
If he has a reason, he can tell us.
The answer is extremely simple. He wouldn't. In other words, the accused took the obvious route back to his lodgings, and is the obvious perpetrator of his crime.
That's a leap in logic.
I've got it. Obviously, we must ask the man himself. Thank you, Ryunosuke.
You're literally Ryunosuke, Nebel.
Thank you. Ask
You're so
Mr.
basic.
Natsume which route he took home.
Let's go.
I already informed the court of the accused's response to such questioning.
Okay.
He claims he has no recollection.
Natsume.
That's right. As I said, the blog seems to spend his time outside wandering aimlessly from A to B. That day was no exception. He says he doesn't remember where he was or which route he took home.
Well, it was foggy, so and he's like new to like he hasn't been here for that long, I don't think.
It doesn't
so-
change the fact that he doesn't know.
Oh, I'm seeing how Ryunosuke's sweat drops have a very sharp cutoff point.
Oh no, I see it. I hate it.
Oh.
That's the death floor, the death lane. That's all for today. I thank you, my learned friend, and suggest that we do not waste any more of the court's time by wandering aimlessly around the subject. Pray, what say you insightful jurors?
But even if that is the case, the defense is... Oh. Don't like
Oh
that.
shit. Oh shit.
I agree with Lord Renzix, wholeheartedly and in every way. What? I don't believe it. No. No, not again! We members of the jury are completely convinced now.
Hey, look at that! They didn't fuck around, they just found out! Very well, I hereby call upon all members of the jury to vote! Vote on your phones for your favorite one!
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
It's killing my job! Oh, what the fuck already?
No, stop!
Bob, you lost.
We still got that one rule thingy.
I would appear the jury's leaning is unanimous.
To the insightful members of the jury, I applaud your brave resolve. You serve Queen and country admirably.
Mr. Naruto, you fucked too hard. You didn't find anything.
This isn't over. Still have one last chance to sway the opinion of the jury. I have to tip the balance of the scales. I have to
Just
turn
the
this
tip.
around. Somehow.
These are the eyes of Quarry, not yet willing to give up and die. Indeed.
I can't die. I gotta live for Kazuma.
So I presume you intend to wield your right again in this trial. Rights of the defense written into antiquated British law that should have been buried long ago.
Yes! Call it antiquated if you will, but it's the defense's prerogative to carry out a summation examination if it so chooses.
Very welcome. In accordance with the letter of the law, we shall proceed with the summation examination. Are the members of the jury ready, Mr. Fulman?
Of course, already. I'm all too familiar with that Nipponese whippersnapper and his Onka's refusal to throw in his alley.
Honkers? A
Onkers?
clown?
What?
Honky honky?
Very well then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty.
Okay, I need to get some water. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Kibun. Kibun. Can you hear the kibun?
For pity's sake, that little Nipponese oddity already admitted it himself, didn't he?
If he said that a woman in green collapsed before his eyes, why, it can only have been the victim.
The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop, not in winter. So the poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? How dreadful.
Está buena usted. Your book. Yes, nice shot. I have it works. Not worth a visit.
Aha.
With only minor exceptions, the reasons for finding the defendant guilty are all too clear.
Yeah, right.
When the stabbing occurred, the only two people at the scene were the victim and the accused. And the accused himself has admitted to seeing the victim in her green overcoat sink to the ground before his eyes.
Oh my, we have heard from the inspector that the defendant was fled the scene.
Nope.
I must say, I have no idea what's going on right now.
Oh dear, even the judge appears convinced of Mr. Natsume's guilt now.
Wait, you have to run away. And how are we supposed to believe in some phantom attacker that nobody could see? This is impossible. How can I possibly make a case for the defense?
Mr. Naruto, this is no time for grumbling. If you want to force the trial to continue, you have to stop being a little bitch.
Alright, I'll stop being a little bitch and turn the tide. Oh, 4 of them.
Exactly. You have no choice. Forge forward. Fuck him up.
You have the floor, Cancel. Begin your summation examination.
Alright.
Oh, those lips. The way those lips just have... Gosh.
just need to
I
keep this
see what why Kazuma liked him.
Come on, you can do it.
My man has blowjob lips.
Oh,
Goddamn.
oh, he's gonna
Come
do a skate little
on.
walk again!
A little walk, please. Let the animation cycle go through. I just want to see that.
Okay.
Hold
Excuse me, but aren't you... Yes, that's right. I was in the witness stand myself just 2 days ago. Yes, I had a feeling I knew your face. Or the side of it, anyway. If I remember correctly, you're a banker, aren't you? That's right. After the gold rush down under, I came back to London to work. And it was all going swimmingly until you started fossicking around. Bruce Fairplay was a man of repute. Sorry? Don't think I've forgotten how you treated me the other day. You had me and that young hatter pegged as criminals.
Oh yeah, pegged. Totally.
Well, you know, water under the bridge, alright? Now there's all sorts of rumors
been 2
buzzing
days.
around, and the police have been badgering me non-stop. If I could turn back the clock... Well, anyway, I don't know about the hatter, but at least I'm in the clear now. And free to make up my own mind about who's guilty and who isn't. Thank goodness. Maybe I might struggle to change this man's mind. With the awkward history.
Dear, I wonder what's become of Mr. First now.
When the green collapsed.
Hold it!
You're right that at the time of the incident, the defendant admits to having seen someone wearing a green overcoat walking ahead of him.
Well, quite. That's precisely my point. Clearly, that someone wearing green was the victim. And clearly, that funny little Nipponese man with the disturbing mustache is the culprit.
But let us not forget, madam, the defendant vehemently denies attacking the woman.
Why, of course he does. If he admits to stabbing her, his life is over. The man is obviously a liver-faced coward. Honestly, claiming the woman simply collapsed before his eyes.
But if that's a lie, as you're suggesting, do you not think he would have concocted something more credible?
Oh, I really couldn't say. After all, you are... foreign. Who's to say what goes through your funny little minds?
Oh, racism. Great. I could tell you what's going through my funny little mind right now, but you wouldn't like it.
He's so done.
I do declare the man has already made an admission. He himself has stated that there was nobody else around. Surely the conclusion is obvious. No one else could possibly have committed that awful crime. If no one else could have done it, the accused must be the man. Really, it could be more simple.
The argument is compelling in its simplicity, minus the racism.
Oh my, you're too kind, my lord.
That went well for her. Good for her.
Hold it!
You can't deny that there are other routes for Mr. Natsume could have taken back from your books.
Oh yes, like you do on the map, you mean? What was it, Calabash Road or something?
Precisely.
But it seems to me that what counts is whether the little Japanese fellow actually went that way or not.
Well, yes, that's true.
And at the moment, there's no proof that show he did.
Yes, that's true as well, but we can find it.
And as I understand it, the accused himself doesn't remember which way he went, does he?
That's annoyingly true.
With the nights are dark and cold, so the way I see it, you'd want to get home as quickly as possible.
Well, yes. Ugh, why is all this true?
So really, the only thing that makes sense is that he went home along Briar Road.
Yeah, that's what would make sense, but like... The man doesn't leave his house much. It was dark, it was foggy. He could have confused the
Foggy.
way.
A foggy.
Could have gotten lost. I'm supposed to be convincing you here. No!
I have given it a lot of thought, you know, and I didn't just make up my mind on a whim that I did. I mean, it was some logical reason why you might have gone to Calabash Road where it'd be different. I'd be happy to reconsider my position in that case. Honest, I would.
A reason why Soseki might have taken the longer way home. I don't think there's anything else on the map. But like...
I mean, usually you have to pit up the people like one against another.
I'm just looking.
So.
Yes, a good reason. I don't imagine you'll be able to swell this young man's opinion with that one.
So the poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? How dreadful.
Hold it!
Whatever's the matter, young man? You're the wife of Mr. Garadeb, aren't you? The landlord who rents Mr. Natsume his room. The master's wife? Where did you get your ideas, sir? I'm the maid, you understand? She's keeping up that charade. This is gonna be awkward. Why didn't you mention this yesterday? That you'd been selected for the jury in this trial, I mean. Well, I was told not to mention it to anyone until the day of the trial, you see. It was in the letter I received. The instructions were very clear, so I'm afraid I had no choice. See, anyway, Mr. Natsume, the defendant, takes lodging in your master's house, doesn't he? Yes, that's right. Although he's only been in a little over a week now. Yeah, he doesn't know the area. And in that time, surely you must have taken stock in his character. Does Mr. Natsume look like the kind of man who would commit a crime such as this?
I mean...
My goodness me, yes, he's just the sort. I mean, he's Japanese.
Oh my god.
Spending all his time in that dark and dingy room, sporting that unscrupulous mustache.
Oh my god, it's a mustache. Just shave it.
The man never speaks. And don't get me started on those shifty eyes. All the neighbors are talking about him. I've heard them, you know. People think he must be building a bomb in there or something.
Oh dear, poor man Natsume. How can people say such a thing about him? Bro, no, actually they're right. He's such a harmless bookworm, nothing more. No, I don't know, man.
Well, you just called him a worm.
Would you still love me if I was a worm?
Anyway, I better be careful about inviting this maid to speak. She said enough damning things already. So, a man's life is on the line here, sir. Speak some proper English.
I'm tempted. Don't get clever with me now, son. Esta buenaste. Pass on the line too, and so is my family's. You know, the cartel called me, and I have to always say esta buenaste. Do you know how that feels? I have to replace perfection, but I'm not worthy. I cannot be as good as Songe-kun. Yet I have to. I have to for the
name
bid.
drop me? What the fuck?
It is too late. I am to die. Thus, I shall die with honor. Esta buenaste.
Oh, I see. That must be very hard.
Esta buenaste. You know, the union for the Esta buenaste, it's very difficult. We
My
have to
God.
keep up the role. Especially this time of year. Esta buenaste. It's very cheap labor, you know. I don't get paid anything for it.
So you were out digging up the roads on the day of the incident.
Esta buenaste.
Oh.
Esta buenaste.
Oh, maybe the Briar Road was blocked. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. The crossing was blocked. Yep.
Esta buenaste.
Meerschaum Street.
On the Miss Naruto. There are only 3 blocks.
Juror number 5, I need you to add that information to your formal statement, please.
Esta buenaste.
Please, it's important.
Esta buenaste.
Alright. I mean, nah, fuck it, we bowl.
Pit
Pit.
this dude and the Shemsi or Shmensi looking dude.
That man would have gone around the houses, not in winter.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Objection!
Get a little walk.
Those two statements are clearly at odds
Oh.
with one another.
Oh shit, no.
No!
Oh, let's go. Esta buenaste.
Well, juror number 3? Juror number 3?
Oh, me, sir. What do you mean?
Juror number 5's
Stop.
words just now are
Shut the fuck up,
extremely
Nebel.
significant.
Turn around again. Turn around
Do it
again.
again! Boom!
Oh, but it's better when he does it in the other direction. 1 second, 1 second.
Oh my... Alright.
Wait. Oh, yeah.
You've got this, Ryunosuke. Make him wait for it. Boom!
Boom.
What are you doing, Mr. Ryunosuke? Are you thinking again? You were supposed to think 5 minutes ago before talking.
Let's take a moment to consider the implications of what's been said on our map in the
Let's
local
take a moment to consider the
area.
implications of what this little, cock of the hip means.
On the day in question, Mr. Natsume visited this bookshop to purchase a number of secondhand books. And on the same day, we know now that there were works being carried out on Meerschaum Street, making it impassable. Which means that the defendant's route home could not have taken him along Meerschaum Street and down Briar Road.
Oh, yes, of course. What do you think, sir?
Está buenaste. Not está buenaste, actually. Fuck, I don't know Spanish. Está buenaste.
So, the only conclusion is this. The defendant must have taken the longer route back to his lodgings.
Yes, I suppose he must have.
Está buenaste.
Juror number 3, you said the following. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop, but I see now that he had no choice.
My lord, Mr. Judge, sir, if I may. I like this guy. I don't think in all
great.
conscience that I can say the man is guilty now.
There's actually a meme of him thirsting for Baroque Van Zieks for some reason.
Why?
I don't know
Yes,
He
why.
said something in some pressing or whatever.
Yes, I'd like to see this trial continue so we can get to the bottom of what really happened.
Foosh.
What about you, sir?
Oh. 1 second. Está buenaste. Está buenas! Está buenaste!
Wait, now that... Susato-san, you don't need to.
I don't know, I'm not looking at the screen right now.
Okay. Well, we've managed to change a couple of minds at least. It strengthened our position somewhat.
1 sec.
And I will
One-
prompt the
one
other members of
sec,
the jury
guys.
to reconsider their stance. They'll be conflicted. They might change their mind. We could justify one more clue or discrepancy. Be able to tip the balance. Woo! That's exactly what we're gonna do. And Zeeks is looking to bring this trial to an early conclusion. That's what we have to prevent, but by whatever means we have at our disposal.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Counsel. Submission examination, please.
Yeah! Say not guilty, so I can see when the trial goes from here.
Oh, I found the meme! I found the meme, guys! 1 second, I found the meme.
This is very important.
Alright.
Very important.
Your books, yes,
Ah,
nice shot
okay.
at proven books.
Alright.
Sorry. What did you say? Hold what?
No. What I said was hold it! What I wanted to ask was, do you visit your books often?
I like the old books they have in there. Yes, I enjoy reading them over a nice cup of old tea. That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're all talking about.
And at what time did you visit your books on the day in question?
Well, I was picking out books near the afternoon, and it would have been just before 5 that I left. But it's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're all talking about.
Just
That's
before
convenient.
5, exactly when the victim was attacked. Curious. Are you sure about that?
Yes, no mistake there. I remember it well. I'm not about to forget the day in a hurry, not after the dreadful time I had.
What do you mean?
Well, I was walking down Calabash Road when I slipped on the ice and dunked my head. It's always worse after the snow stopped falling. That's when it's most slippery. Knocked myself clean out, I did. I really thought my number was up.
Wait a minute. Let me get this gay.
If you had died, we wouldn't have had you here. Why didn't you die?
This happened on Calabash Road.
That's right, I live in Hornpipe, you see. I'm heading down Calabash Road is the quickest way for me to get back to your books.
Juror number 6, I must insist that you add that information to your formal statement. It may very well be extremely significant.
Well, I'm sorry, extremely sick. Yes, I know, I'm so cool.
Yeah.
You've
Change
changed
the
2
minds.
minds, Naruto.
2 more to go. I've got this.
Oh, got this, Travis.
Alright.
Oh my god, Achi is destroying my labs right now because she's in heat. She's so
What is she-
horny.
What is she doing on your labs?
Oh, she's just, like with her paws, she's kind of just,
Making biscuits?
she's making biscuits, but like with her back legs,
Okay.
Elle me laboure.
Non, elle te laboure? Elle te
Elle me laboure.
pourquoi? Elle te laboure?
Elle me laboure les genoux.
Laboure?
Oui, labourer.
Non mais en 2 mots, laboure. Elle te laboure.
Non
Non mais j'essaye de faire des blagues.
Oui, mais la blague, c'est quoi?
Bah qu'elle te laboure.
What's the time of death?
Oh J'ai cru que tu penses la bourre dans le sens où, tu sais, genre en retard.
Non, non, non.
Oh, fucking damn it, dude. No.
Question.
Ouch. Well, apparently she heard the really shitty pun and wanted to, decided to get off because,
I have this effect on women.
Yeah. Stop. She didn't want to be associated with that. Little shit.
I mean, I have to pit this, obviously, but like... Wait a minute. You said if the... Oh! It was
Yeah.
him!
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Those 2 statements have something! Juror number 2, juror number 6.
My, whatever do you mean, sir? I think perhaps the old man didn't hear you.
Unbelievable. It's not like I was loud or anything.
Oh, oh.
Show 'em! Boom! Every time.
It's so gay, dude. Like, I get it. Like, he doesn't seem to have much of an ass, but he knows how to work those hips. Like,
He's
I
got
get it.
grabbable little hips.
Oh,
Oh my fucking god.
it's bro. I want Baroque Bendix to just grab with those very big hands, like yaoi hands of his, to just
Oh my
grab those
God.
hips, dude. Like-
Is that what the male gaze feels like? In the
That's
other
a female
direction?
gaze. That's a female
Yeah,
That's
gaze.
a female gaze.
That's somehow worse.
It is kind of worse. The female gaze is weird, man. We just look at like Pride and Prejudice and we see Mr. Darcy just kind of having his hands shake in the rain and we're like,
Oh my god, take me now.
oh
There's at
gosh.
least one fact of which we can be sure here. The bookshop receipt found in the defendant's room clearly indicates that on the day of the attack, he had been to your books and purchased a number of secondhand titles. He then
don't have
returned home
books.
on foot.
How will it be at my books?
No, your books.
Yeah, my books.
No,
I only have tomatoes. Do you want some?
no.
Well, I can give you potatoes. Pura patata. Just absolutely
No.
just.
No. I do not validate that joke.
It's great to be able to make French jokes. But the man in but the man in question. Sorrow
You
something.
don't remember.
But the man says he has no recollection of his return journey.
That's correct. But what he does remember is seeing someone appear in front of him on that day. Someone in a green overcoat who suddenly collapsed on the pavement before his eyes.
Yes, we are all very aware of that. The poor young woman who was stabbed,
Objection.
obviously.
No! Can we really be sure of that, madam?
I mean, my, whatever do you mean? You wouldn't know. You're like,
You can't see shit, right? So like.
Oh my god.
I'm sure you heard juror number 6's account of what happened to him that day. That same afternoon, there was somebody else apart from the victim, who was wearing a green overcoat and who fell over on the icy streets in the neighborhood.
oh my.
My goodness, you mean?
That's right. I'm referring, of course,
Joe Mama.
to the hard of hearing juror number 6. His name is Joe Mama.
Are you really suggesting that person in a green overcoat from the defendant so collapsed in front of his eyes is Joe Mama?
Yes, that is
In
entirely
blood.
possible. After all, the old man has a somewhat similar build to the victim.
Oh yeah, she's my daughter. As a matter of fact, I forgot to mention it.
I'm absolutely destroyed emotionally over the fact that she's in tomatoes. It doesn't show up because I'm so jolly, but
My goodness me!
Oh, sorry. You need to pee.
And crucially, excuse me for a second.
I really
I
need to
going
go
to
pee.
piss
I really need to
myself.
go.
That's why I was cocking my hips like that. I was trying so hard to not pee
I
myself.
was trying. Please let me out, just for a second.
Please,
You know
I'm so
precisely
done pissing on my
where
leg.
the old man in the green overcoat fell.
On Calabash Road.
Therefore, if the person who Mr. Natsume saw collapsing in front of him was in fact juror number 6, it means the defendant must have taken the long route back to his lodgings. And if that's true, then clearly the crime scene on Briar Road where the woman was stabbed was not on his way home. And like Mr. Estabuenas there would
my.
have noticed the man walk past him if he was like working on the road.
It's a buenaste.
And really, what were you thinking wearing such a befuddling coat?
What did you say to me? I
Oh,
couldn't
shit.
hear. Is it a creep for anyone to walk on the street these days? The creep to sleep over the eyes.
Is it a cream?
Yes. Is
Of
it a
course,
crab?
because you'll get creamed.
Nebel, I don't like how you pay my English.
A crime.
I mean,
The
Latest
crime,
song.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, don't worry. I mean, Gracia is worse. Gracia will always tell you that you made like a small mistake in English.
Is
Like-
it a crime to keep up with the latest style wear a beautiful green overcoat? Yes, it is a crime.
Fashion crime.
Yeah.
Jail.
Yeah. Well, you're guilty of that. Lord, I do hope it won't cause any inconvenience, but
I like to change how you're leaning, I presume.
Yay!
yes, I'm gonna become a leftist for a second and stop being racist. So, I did declare that I would. I should like to call for a verdict of not guilty for this, but it will be guilty for juror number 6 because that code it has to go, and his daughter too, actually. And she also has to go. Sorry, girl.
Oh,
It's a crime to change my mind, is it? Well,
bing. Hooray! We did it again! Barack Van Zieks, you got nothing on me!
I mean, he was staring very intently at your ass the entire time, to be fair. He was not very focusing, bro.
Yeah.
He wants to eat ass, but in a vampire type of way.
Oh, no, in a very homosexual type of way, actually.
Both.
Oh, bro.
Well, submissions.
You know, it's just like Strahd. He just needs an earth-shattering kiss to realize, bro, actually, I should stop being racist.
Well, submission examinations concluded with a rather large shift. A larger shaft. The eyes, 2. The nose, 4. So the nose.
I'm sorry, I was so confused for a second.
Yeah, me too. What?
Oh
Are
my
you
god! Oh
okay?
my god!
Oh! The yes to the nose for. Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
No. I hate British people.
I hate it.
That's
British
wacky.
I mean-
People.
I mean, obviously, it's not two yes, it's 4 eyes. As you can see, he has 4 eyes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Not guilty, they say. Which means we no longer have a consensus. Sus! Among the
Fucking god.
No, you're not gonna. Oh my god! He took a
There you go, he
sippy!
drinks. He did a sippy.
And there it goes.
That was
my
enough.
hand hurt. Could it seem churlish of me to drink from my allowed callous moment of arising an objection? Churlish is not a word, I just made it up. I'll need to crush it in this good. Pray forgive my discourtesy.
Lord Van Zieks, you're being dramatic again!
Sorry, I was very too busy just, eating
It's
your... Let me rephrase that. I was too busy wanting to eat your ass, and I needed to be, to take a sippy, of my respect women juice.
We should all take a sip of that. We all
Alright,
need
take a
it.
sip, everyone. Hydrate.
I'm doing it right now. Let's go.
Yeah. It seems I must retract my earlier remark.
What do you mean?
I mistakenly credited those jurors with the challenges by describing them as insightful.
I took my sippy of woman juice too seriously.
Yet, we have just
I
witnessed them
choked
falling
on
for a cheap trick performed by Eastern entertainers.
Oh my god. Wait,
What the
I haven't tricked anyone. Everything I've said is the truth.
Sorry, I drank it so hard that basically I spat it out like in those animes, Like I spat it out anime style. Ah, it's all on the floor. It's
Okay.
everywhere.
Clean up.
Mm,
Apparently, I cannot drink my respect women juice, guys. I am misogynistic.
you can't respect women.
No
I can't.
respect for women.
Fuck women.
Yeah, same. I agree.
Fucked around, they
Fuck
found
them,
out.
Yeah.
This takes back their rights.
No.
Oh, you want some rights? You want some rights? There you go.
I
This-
support
my
women's
fucking-
wrongs.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. That was. Oh. I'm not sorry about taking away the woman rights. Honestly, not
Yeah, good. Based.
very based Andrew Tate moment.
Yeah.
Okay, God.
I become a pick me now.
I heard Pikmin. I was like, oh, I just become a Pikmin? Let's fucking go.
I wish. That would be a way better existence than being a fucking woman. Filthy horse.
It's better than fucking women's.
Nah, there's nothing better than fucking women, to be fair. Oh, bro.
It's not like I would disagree, but
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm
back
okay.
to the game.
Okay, I'm gonna
Indeed.
drink an actual sippy now.
Okay, I'll let you see.
I think it would be fun if Venzix was being like, juror
I finally
number
respect women.
5 was repairing the road, but that doesn't mean it was blocked. And then he asks, have you seen the defendant on this day? And the juror number 5 is just like, no, I didn't. And Venzix is just like, fuck. I done fucked.
God fucking damn it. Oh my god, okay. Okay, yeah. Now I respect women again. Everything's fine. We can continue.
Yay!
Bruh. Indeed, Star Wars Juror number 5 was undoubtedly repairing the road as you claimed. I believe you said it was a good 2 yards of the pavement which you had excavated, sir.
Está bueno usted.
Now, my learned Nipponese friends, tell me, do you have any notion of the distance that 2 yards represent?
But I don't. I've used the
How much
metric
is that in
system.
freedom?
2 yards is a little less than 2 meters.
Less than 2 meters? That's not much at all.
That's like twice my height, says Naruto.
Twice, you're being nice about it yourself.
I know. He's smaller than that. He's a little Chunosuke.
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 I need context. In other
Oh,
words... No, I know
uh,
he's like a mouse, like the...
yeah, it's the mascot. It's the mouse version of it, of him. It's the Chunosuke. He's so tiny, so small. Actually, he has a costume in the second game where he has the Chunosuke on his shoulder. It's really cute. We'll activate it whenever we get to the second game.
In other words, a distance readily vaulted by anyone of moderate vigor. Would you not agree, my starboard friend?
Did you say motherly figure? What?
No.
I
Am I
heard
that
mother-
bad at pronouncing stuff?
I'm sorry, I was not looking at the screen.
Okay.
Moderate vigor. Okay, moderate vigor. I was like, motherly figure. Yeah, I did your mother last night.
Joke's on you, I don't have a mother.
But then, who did I do last night?
Well,
It
that's
was
on
me.
your conscience.
There were people in your house. There are people in my house. Well, not anymore.
I put them in my wine bottle.
You know, I take the spirit and put it inside my wine bottle and drink their soul for dinner.
The soul of the innocent.
Not the
I
blood
said
of the
it was.
innocent.
Esta buenaste.
Literally, what? I don't know what that
And-
means.
And did you
Oh, no.
perchance erect
Oh.
a sign to prevent the pedestrians from passing the site of your work?
I always want people to penetrate my side of work. Esta buenaste.
Stop.
Buenaste.
Está bueno usted.
The accused is no gentleman, as far as I can see. I have little doubt, however, that he could have spring over a 2-yard trench in his meandering around town.
Just casually jumping over 2 meters? I don't know, man.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, I can do it, but like,
Can,
that's
but,
when I
like-
really. You've got to run.
Better not. I mean, I prefer not to.
With books in his hand? No.
Yeah, no, not with
Yeah.
3 books.
Is that true? Is it? No.
No, you're bullshitting.
The incontrovertible truth is that the book just purchased by the accused were found at the scene. There can be no doubt that on his way back to his lodging, Mr. Nasumi walked on Briar Roads.
A single sentence.
And, old man, cold man, you can talk. You said at around 5 o'clock on the day in question, you slipped and fell on Calabash Road. Pray, was there any suspicious-looking Nipponese behind you at the time?
I can say remember.
He bonked his head. He forgot. You don't remember.
Why would a wager, my learned friend? You say it was this old man that accused Soph, but would lay 1,000 to 1 against you being able to prove it.
Arda! Arda! Romantic, explain yourself!
My lord?
If you had such a treasure to given up your sleeve, why didn't you fucking use it before that?
I wanted to give this young foreign student the sightseeing experience he no doubt came for, and I definitely did not forget about it. I wanted...
I
wanted him
wanted to
to...
see him sway!
Oh, I really wanted to sway.
I wanted him to see for himself of the opinion of the jury so readily swayed.
Just like his hips.
But my hospitality has its limits, and they have been reached, I feel.
There he goes again! Oh
Boss
no, it's the
fight.
cape.
Phase
Oh.
2. So my learned friend, today's sightseeing tour of London is
Starts with
now-
me. It
What
is
are
time
you
for you to
talking
sigh.
about?
It is time for you to put your sight on my naked body.
my My
Tonight's
lord,
striptease started today. And now.
the prosecution requests permission to call its next witness.
Yay!
Granted. Bailiff, bring in the strippers!
No, wait! No, that's not a witness, right?
Miss Naruto, do you not remember? There were strippers present there on the site. They were the new ones.
There were
We've
so
told
many of
several
them.
occasions- We've been told on several occasions they were eyewitnesses to the incident. They were all stripping in the middle of the streets.
Oh yeah, now I remember. One of them being a Scotland Yard policeman.
Oh no, you
Oh,
got it
man.
wrong. He was just disguised as a policeman. That's like a kink. You
Oh.
don't get it.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't get it, Mr. Yunosuke.
You don't get it. You're not into men with official garb. But it's a very common kink. Don't kink shame. I'm afraid that's likely to be the prosecution's next witness. So be respectful of the kink things, okay? And just pretend it's a real police officer. It's not a real one, but pretend that it is.
It's
All
very
right.
big tradition in Great Britain. Just follow the kink.
Absolutely the kink.
Alright. No matter who Van Zeeks brings to the stand as his witness, no matter what they say, I believe in Soseki-san. I know he's innocent, and I'll keep believing to the very end until this battle is over.
He's innocent. He hasn't ever been he has never seen any porn in his life despite him reading so many books.
Oh, damn, swam!
Yeah, they cute as fuck. They cute as fuck. But they're strippers, remember?
Witness, strippers, please state your names and occupation for the court. I'll let you do it, Nebel. I think you want to do the cute little boy.
Oh,
Oh, they're so cute!
It's adorable. I love them.
Constable, rolly beats, sah! Nothing
love
to
it.
report on the streets, sah!
He's so cute.
God, I gotta like
He's so cute.
honk. Me, 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 me.
It's the best couple ever, by the way.
And I'm Mrs. Beat. Patricia's my name. I'm proud to say I'm this young town hero's wife.
They're like genuinely a happy couple. I love them.
Me, 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 me. What's the story here? I think that's part of the roleplay.
Well, in truth, we've not been married long. In fact, we celebrated our first anniversary only the other day.
Okay, the truth is that I just hired him, and we're just pretending that it's like a long con thing. Just pretend that we're actually married, okay?
Honk. Me, 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 me.
Being married is my kink. Being in a happy marriage with a happy husband who is like so good at his job is my kink.
That's understandable, man. I mean, it was your husband I was asking about. He seems tired.
hardly surprising. Whilst being an honorable occupation, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world.
Oh, patrolling the beat. Yes.
Ah,
Shut up.
really?
I mean,
I'm
he's a
sure I've
stripper.
heard that before, actually. Oh my god, yeah, no, he... It's demanding work, being a stripper.
Oh, that's true.
Indeed, apart from rare days off, our gallant officers trudge some 20 miles a day, in very extravagant clothing. They patrol boarding houses and pubs, collect taxes, show off their bodies, survey the streets, check the meters are ready, jerk off every single person when it's time at night, just before going to EP, and they're responsible for giving the streets speed. And lighting and extinguishing street lights and feeding people with baby bottles.
The contrast of like
Is
the
that EP?
sexual innuendo and the going EP.
Yeah. I was not ready for that. What the fuck?
They're going
When they go EP.
There are a number of items on that list that don't sound much like policing duties at all, right?
I mean, I wouldn't just be falling asleep on my feet. I'd have collapsed long ago.
Beautiful.
Onto the bed. Ready
But
for
it goes
anything.
without saying that a policeman's primary duty is the apprehension of criminal. Even when he's on duty, a constable is expected to investigate and resolve any crime on his beat. No. For the London Bobby, he's a man of honor.
Honk.
Thank you, Robert.
Me.
Onk shook shoo, onk shook shoo.
And the man of slumber.
On the day in question,
Do you like...
There's
You
nothing
put
written on
those-
that piece of paper, by the
Do you
way.
deliberately put those things on like every piece of paper you own?
I'm partly French. I have to make everything sexual.
Okay.
Oh, that's why they are like those two.
Oh,
I see it's like for
no.
emergency, you know. You know.
The man and his wife were walking down Briar Road in the opposite direction, and they witnessed the incident as it occurred. Is that not correct, Mr. and Mrs. Beat?
That's right, sir. Isn't it, Rolly?
Honk. Me. Oh, Constable Royal Beats, sir! Nothing to report on the streets, sir!
Oh my.
What a great witness he's going to be.
Oh, he even has his own theme. He's like the main character.
No, that's a theme that happens whenever like something silly happens.
Silly, goofy.
I'd like to hear your formal testimonies now, please. You will tell the court exactly what you saw on the afternoon of the incident before going
Yes,
EP.
sir! You're just gonna...
He's a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy.
It was a wedding day. It was a wedding anniversary, and Rolly was taking me out for a meal. There was no time to change after work. Anyway, two silhouettes appeared out on the fog on the pavement in front of us.
Oh, they have matching scarves.
They do.
Imagine he also has the matching hair bow. It's just hidden under his hat.
All of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor, and the other scattered something before running off. We ran straight over our course, and then went for help at a nearby police box. It was definitely the Japanese man in the dock. Rolly and I both saw him as clear as day.
But which street?
The mom.
Well, this is extremely compelling testimony, I must say.
Oh dear, this policeman and his wife are claiming to have positively identified Miss Natsuma at the scene. I know they're technically not qualified because they're just strippers, but anyways, if their testimony is actually true, the alternative course of events to establish in this exhibition will be squashed.
Like bug.
Squished like bug.
It's death knell, in fact, because that alternative was never viable in the first place.
Oh, what an unfortunate be chancing. And on your wedding anniversary too. It was your wedding day.
Oh, I know, but I still managed to go out for the evening with my man. I thank the Lord for that.
Gosh, the life of a London Bobby sounds very hard indeed.
Indeed, however, the cross-examination will be over in a minute. You may well have time to rest this afternoon.
What do you mean
Oh,
by that?
this is nice.
My learned friend, the witness saw the face of the man fleeing the scene. They are testifying under oath that it was without doubt the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsu.
But they didn't identify the body.
And one of these witnesses is a policeman, no less, so you appreciate the gravity of the situation, I'm sure.
Except that the man's so tired, his wife has to do all the talking.
Enough preamble. Counsel for the defense, commence the cross-examination, please.
Uh-huh. I'm just waiting for the moment I can ask on which street they were. Where they were eating. It was a wedding day. No time to change after work. Are you also a member of the police, Miss Beat?
Oh no, sadly not. It's a job for strapping young men only. Women, children, and the elderly can't even apply.
Oh, the misogyny is alive! No!
Oh fuck, I should get a bit of my, respect women.
God,
oh,
we gotta get more respect women.
I don't have any more.
Oh no!
Oh, I gotta make more too. I'm out of
Yeah.
juice.
And I need to clean the women juice that I spilled on
yeah.
the floor by, spitting it out. 1 second.
I bet you want to clean that woman.
Dude, I literally spat it out like I was in a fucking anime.
Well, I think you can probably see why children and the elderly can do the job, can't you? He really does ever look so handsome in his uniform. It suits you down the ground, doesn't it, darling?
Oh my god, there's the best.
Oh, guys. Oh, I just finished my beat. Pat and I were heading back to the station. I was actually planning on getting changed there. Is he talking in his sleep? This is creepy.
Oh, Molly, I much prefer you in uniform. I've also had a case like that. Sometimes I don't recognize you when I see you in plain clothes.
Because I always see you without clothes.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, Nebel, you're worse than us.
What? I say one thing.
Yeah,
That's one thing
yeah.
too much. Yeah, what the fuck?
What the hell?
What the hell? Nebel,
That's
what the
so
fuck?
indecent. I think you need to cool off.
Yeah.
Let's end this here, okay?
You need
My
your,
fucking God.
I'm not orange juice. What the fuck?
Oh dear,
Nebel,
that is-
holy shit. Sorry. That's enough joke for today.
No, don't worry. I Sosato is so true. Like,
oh dear, that doesn't seem healthy.
Nebel.
No, fine.
Kindly get to the point. I think they got the point. Here
I
goes
think
for
that
you.
enemy got the point.
Thank you, Archibald. That's really nice. I think the enemy got point. God fucking damn it, Archibald. Can you hey, Archibald, do you think they got the point or not? I think the enemy got point. Thank you, Archibald.
That's right. Yes. He got the point. I was fit to drop. To be honest, after spending the whole day on my feet. My policing is my life, sir. As long as I'm the proud owner of this, I'll serve my city and my queen to the end. It's
I
my
love it.
stripper contract. What's that now?
The
Why?
queen is the client.
I mean my word card, sir. Proof that I'm a London cupper.
It's fake. It's fake.
It has the noble founding principles of the Force written on it as a reminder to my role. I mean, to all us policemen of a sworn duty.
Wait. Isn't one of the books that fell over?
Nope, wrong one.
Maybe I'm extrapolating.
Dun dun dun.
They kind of look the same though.
Kind of, yeah.
I don't think that's it, but they kind of look the same. No, that's
Nah, it's
definitely
not
not
the
it.
same, unfortunately. If it was really a clue, it would look exactly the same.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Sir, and for such a noble cause, I cover 20 miles every single day without fail and without a grumble. because I know that the pulling of my boots is all Londoners need to hear
Plotting.
to feel safe and secure and a little horny.
And the plundering and the...
So, fighting crime, in air quotes, doesn't appear to come into it then.
Oh,
it comes a lot! But just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. Well, yeah, Miss Beat puts up with a lot being
Oh wow,
married
he's hot.
to a bobby like me. I wanted to show my dear wife how much I care.
Oh, Rolly!
Oh, Pat!
I'm jealous of those two. Not good.
Oh, I'm jealous of them so much.
What a charming couple! Their young love is such a joy to behold.
If a little over the top, perhaps.
Shut the fuck
Shut
up, you're
up,
just
Ryonosuke.
mad because your husband is dead.
Yeah, exactly. He's just
Shut
mad.
the fuck up, Ryonosuke. You don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
It's just, you're just jelly because you don't have a husband anymore.
You
Because
just
your
lost your
husband died
boy
at
toy
sea.
and now you have to be a hater? No, fuck off.
God fucking damn it. Stop pooping on their parade. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
For real,
fuck
for
you,
real.
Ryonosuke.
Fuck you in your grief.
I'm done.
You're just crying for the clouds.
Silhouettes.
He is.
2 silhouettes.
That's right. They were coming towards us, walking up Briar Road in the opposite direction. There was a rather plump figure, followed by a scrawny, thin-looking man.
That doesn't exactly like the victim as pictured in the sprint.
And like Mr. Natsume.
Could be juror number 6, though, too.
And you're certain that at the time there was nobody else nearby?
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, quite certain. It was dark, but there are street lights on Briar Road, you see. There was nobody else around at all. Isn't that right, my darling?
Answer! I just tugged on your leash. Answer, pet.
I'm sorry, my spine hurts a little. Right. Of course, there was a light fog on the ground. Briar Road is dead straight, and you could see a fairly long way down the pavement. And then there's the street lighting as well. I didn't see any other...
Before sleep takes a firm hold, your answer, please, Mr. Beats. Are you quite sure of what you just said?
Yes, as a copper who spends all day, every day, keeping watch on the streets, I'd swear to it, sir. I'm as sure as my love for Patricia is true. Oh, Pat!
Oh, Rolly!
They're so cute.
Oh my god. I'm still maintaining there was no one else around other than the victim and the attacker. Starting to seem like that must be how it really happened.
It's beginning to seem like there's nowhere to run.
Well, that didn't stop Mr. Natsume, did it? He fled the scene all too convincingly.
Thank you. I believe we have a reasonably clear. But at the crucial moment that followed.
Hold on! Scattered something. What do you mean?
Your mom! I couldn't quite make out what it was at the time.
But then we got closer. We realized what it was. Didn't we, darling?
What? Yeah, that's right. It was some old books.
I see old books.
Your books. Yes, sir! The culprit had dropped the
My
number of
books.
them all around where the victim lay on the pavement.
Indeed. As clearly pictured in this photographic print.
That rotten Japanese man did. Hold it! When he did on the.
Let's not forget that it remains to be established that the defendant was indeed the attacker, and also that the person you saw was the victim. Technically. But we saw him. It was the man in the dock without questions. The mustache hunched back, the cat-like eyes, the taut mouth, the snub nose, everything. Any more insults you want to throw in? Oh, those weren't insults.
That's right. He looked down at that poor defenseless woman with those terrifying, intense eyes, and then suddenly threw his books into the pavement and ran away.
I see. This is tough. They seem as though they're telling the truth.
May I remind the court that this unambiguous testimony comes from a policeman and his wife. No, please, continue.
Yes!
Ugh.
Me.
The way that she just falls over. That reminds me, sometimes Sherlock Holmes falls like that. It's so funny.
Was it your husband who went to fetch help?
No, I went. I may not be a police officer myself, but I am the proud wife of one after all. Isn't that right, my darling?
Well, yeah, we're married. That's our story. Right. I asked Miss Beat to go. I was off duty by that point, but our Bobby's never truly off duty, of course, so I felt obliged to stay and guard the scene.
Very lot.
I'm owning it.
Very laudable, Mr. Beat. Preserving the scene of a crime is a task of considerable importance.
Miss Beat, please get down from the judge's stand. That's my voice. That's my
No, and I thought it would be funny, but I did the role play now. I was paid a very big sum by Mr. Ryunosuke Naruto over there to do that.
Wait, what? Looks at pulls out his wallet. She immediately grabs it.
Whoop.
Whoop.
There you go, he paid.
The take back seas.
That's why I sent Patricia, you see. I told her where to find the right police box. Forgive my ignorance, but what do you mean exactly by the right police box? Depends on a crime's location, you see, as to who deals with it. Where the woman was stabbed wasn't actually on my beat, so I told Patricia the way to the police box for the beat the incident fell under, so she could go and report.
I ran there as quickly as I could and asked for help from the Bobby on duty. There's nothing more potent than a young couple in love working together, you know?
And thanks to your sweet responses, the case was quickly resolved. The action of 2 model citizens.
Oh, please, you're making us blush. Isn't he, darling? Maybe we can ask him to come along
always
for...
blushed.
Maybe he could join us in a throuple.
Yes, sir! What Patricia said, sir!
No, but not what Patricia said, no.
Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah.
Hold it. But surely, you wouldn't have been able to see his face by the light of the gas street lamps, wouldn't you? You said they were silhouettes.
We absolutely could. As Londoners have exceptional eyesight, I have you know.
Right.
The light from the street lamps was more than enough. My husband already told you that the fog wasn't really light, didn't he?
Yes, and what of the fog?
Our friend was flying across the globe, I believe. But it's an absolute menace to those of us who have to live with it, of course, just like you.
Oh, it is. When it's thick, you can't even see the hand at the end of your own arm.
Yes, alright, I take your point. Now, could you please stop shaking your husband around? Thanks for pointing it out.
Constant fog makes our eyes very sharp, you see. So we can tell you for sure for certain that it was the little Japanese man we saw. Can't we, darling?
It was the accused, no mistake. The mustache, the hunched back, the cat-like eyes, the tall knots, unmistakable, sir! As far as this couple's testimony is concerned, there can't be any question. However... They're not too dissimilar.
I love how Iris just stands out so much. Like,
yeah,
I mean, her.
you just have a random anime girl in the middle.
even Airlock at this point,
Yeah, true.
he's kind of
freaking
anime.
man.
They're both just so anime, dude. They're so alien.
Well, Soseki-san they saw running away from the scene of the crime. Or was it? That's it. That's their entire testimony.
What do you think, Mr. Neruda?
Well, I hate to admit it, but on hearing the testimony, it really does seem as though Mr. and Mrs. Beat saw what they saw. Mr. Natsume running away from the scene on Briar Road that day.
She's breathing so hard, being like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Don't admit it!
Yeah.
Don't do it!
I feel the same.
So if that's true, where does it leave us?
The members of the jury are sure to call for a guilty verdict after this testimony.
Oh no! What do we do?
If Kazuma-sama were here,
What are you trying to say?
You're not good enough! I think he would try to find a contradiction somewhere else within the testimony.
What do you mean somewhere else?
I don't know, in their ass. I don't know, they're strippers, dude.
Susato fucking losing herself. Just like, dude, come on, it's your fucking job.
Exactly, like, bro, we've been with this for like 4 times at this point. Fucking do your job. Like,
I just want to make
period.
sure!
Just cook.
Just fucking.
Let him cook.
Like, this statement about seeing Mr. Natsume is unequivocal. But if you could identify some other part of the testimony which appears to contradict the facts, you might be able to discredit them to make the jury doubt it appears that the memory of the day is accurate.
Right,
Fucking
right,
do your
I got
job.
this, I got
I've
this,
been
I
telling
got
you that
this.
for like 4 times already.
Discrepancy, yeah.
Anyway, so if you don't, he's fucked, you're fucked, and I'm fucked, and
no.
yeah. And they get fucked too,
Oh.
but that's because of their job.
he's a lawyer, sir. Can I ask you anything?
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, what? Huh?
Well, you keep asking us all these questions about everything we've told you, so it seems like you don't believe our testimony. Is that right? Is it? Go on with it.
It's so adorable.
What? No, it's not that.
My husband's a policeman, remember? I know what I saw. I remember every last detail, everything. Like, I know. What about the books the man dropped? I could tell you the names of every single one. I could. Every single one.
Oh, can you now?
And you dare to question how reliable my testimony is.
I want to be.
No, you won't do it all. That Japanese lawyer has no idea what I'm capable of. Even if I decide to forgive him for insulting us, don't think for a minute that Rolly will.
I really didn't mean to cause offense. Please put your hust's fists down. This is no time for
But
fisting.
what if I fist you first?
My god.
As you would like the opportunity to supplement your testimony, Mrs. Beat. Might that appease you?
Oh, thank you, my lord. That would settle things nicely. Wouldn't it, darling?
Honk. Me.
I love them.
Alright, tell us. Yes, we know that there were books dropped at the scene of the crime.
Those purchased by the accuser at the nearby Signet bookshop in the day in question.
I've dived into the police box for help. I simply have a good look around the area for good measure. Proud policeman's wife, after all. I did it for Rolly.
And what was your husband doing at the time?
Honk shoe, honk shoe. He was lying face down in the snow, getting some wildest of.
I was joking.
He works ever so hard, you know. Ever so hard, don't you, my darling?
Interesting way of guarding the scene of the crime. Ass up and all that.
Oh my god, stop. Mrs. Beat.
Say as you regale the court with tales of your powers of recollection. Will you be so kind as to regard the titles of the books you've observed at the scene?
I'd be happy to. Now you're listening? There was the picture of Monsieur Boy somebody or someone. What's it, yearning?
You know what's scary is that she might be right.
Picture
Oh
of
fuck,
Mr.
she's right.
Canterbury yearnings. Yeah.
And there was a meal for someone. And the last one was definitely the thingummy something.
Oh, there's one missing! She saw one book too many!
She did.
Holy shit!
You see?
Girl, that's 4 books. There are 1 or 2 holes.
Yeah, but she remembers well.
Oh well, they were on like the signs, I'm quite sure.
There were indeed books found at the scene with titles along those lines, as you put it.
What did I tell you? I think it's very mean to say we've been implying that my testimony can be trusted. Don't you agree, darling?
Oh god! Oh god, yes, god!
Oh God.
Anyone who upsets
That's
my
not cute
British,
at
I
all.
will have to under them. Pew! Shoots his foot.
Terrifying.
Bro, wait, I
For
want
real,
a picture.
for
No! I wanted to take this a picture. I wanted to take a picture of
no.
this. Of just him being like
Terrifying.
terrifying.
I mean, I have the history, that's something.
Yeah, but it's not as good. But like, it's
Not
just
the same.
it's not the same.
You can take it on the VOD.
True, I can. Oh, that was
It's
Oh,
around
even
it's
Baroque Van
around 2
Ziek.
hours 5.
Even Baroque Van Ziek was shitting his pants.
Yeah, no, for real though. I mean, you don't want someone who's that sleepy to have a fucking gun
Yeah, and I'm just saying.
and a
I'm saying
stripper.
Nebel, you could not do this in 2023.
That's so true. He brought a
You
gun into
couldn't-
the courtroom. Oh my god.
You could not do this in 2023.
That's their entire testimony.
Oh,
I've got it.
Yeah, we got it. We got it, bruh. We got it,
They
bruh.
saw it, but like, there's something.
Oh my god. I'm
do we
sorry.
do?
I forgot about the gun, Nebel. I forgot about
Fucking
the gun. I was so focused on the bottle swing that, like, you know, that
Oh,
That-
no shit!
uh
Ah, there
well,
we go. That's the skip.
time for another round, man. Yeah, like I remembered. Oh wait, it means we can see
yeah.
again the gun.
We can
There
see
he
it.
is.
It's terrifying. It's your time.
Terrifying. Thank you.
Terrifying.
You get it?
I did get it. Yeah. I just love the gun part and the
Yeah.
terrifying. It's beautiful. It makes me very happy.
It's RB, not LB.
Okay.
Alright,
Present.
Present the crime scene.
Objection.
Objection. So, you're saying that there were 4 books.
That's right, I remember all of them. The picture of Monsieur and somebody, what's his yearnings, a meal for someone, and the thingummy something.
I'm sorry, Miss Beat. But there's a fundamental flaw in that statement of yours.
Oh no, I was the... What flaw?
Simply that, at the scene of the crime, there were only 3 books, not 4.
What?
Have a good look at this photograph. As you can clearly see, there are only 3 books.
I mean, she could be hiding one behind her, honestly.
True, there might be someone obscured.
Can't be, I saw them. Oh, I know what it is. Yes, you can fool me.
Sorry?
It's that big old lumpy of a...
Of this but the lady's so large, her corpse
Uh-huh.
is blocking the view of the 4th book. I'm too in character, Nebel.
Let's at least try to remember that the poor woman isn't dead, even if we're insulting our size. No, I'm sorry, Miss Beat. Mr. Natsume could not possibly have dropped the 4 books you describe.
Why not?
Fascinating. And from your short tome, something you can readily substantiate with evidence, I presume?
Ah, evidence. I do.
The fuck is evidence?
This! Take that! The evidence is right here, in the form of this bookshop receipt.
It's my books.
Yes, this receipt details Mr. Natsume's purchases that day. And as you can see, only 3 books are listed. Therefore, Mr. Natsume would have only dropped 3 books at the scene of the crime. Which means that your powers of observation, madam, cannot be relied upon. So it cannot be denied
I mean, maybe she carried her book.
that though you say it was the defendant you saw, you could very well be mistaken.
I mean, the 3 books he was carrying were there on the crime scene.
But there's something fishy here.
Maybe she was just carrying a
Oh, is he
book.
gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? No.
It's plainly evident that it's your power of deduction that cannot be relied upon.
What?
What cannot be denied is that these 2 witnesses saw the accused running from the scene. A fact that you know very well you have no hope of disproving. So you've striven to avert attention from that by dint of some inconsequential discrepancy. Would it be fair?
I'm just saying there's something more, please.
But your plan is so much recalled against you.
What are you talking about?
It's quite simple. Let me explain. The policeman's wife, and an entirely accurate testimony in every aspect. Oh? You see? The matter is not up for debate.
Oh, you have the book.
At the scene of Briar Rose, a total of 4 books were most definitely found.
But what about the photographic print? It only shows 3 books.
Quite right. Only 3 can be seen in that print.
This is like this is close to the updated autopsy report and bullshit. You mean...
Allow me to present another that showed the victims.
Another one.
Ah,
And another one.
did she take a chomp out of it?
Mm.
Stop. Nebel,
that's
you're gonna
mean,
get
but, like-
canceled on Twitter.com.
The
Oh
lion.
no, X.com, sorry.
The lion's pride.
It looks tasty.
That. Please
It
don't.
looks
say...
like a...
Herlock was onto something? Question mark.
Herlock moment.
He was. There was some. You keep a lion in your house and like. Oh my god! Obviously that was wrong.
Maybe
but, like,
he was right. Maybe he was right.
No, not quite. But
Maybe
there's
he was
something.
right.
There's fucking something.
Damn.
The 4th book was hidden from view from the original print of the victim's torso.
She was just too fat, man. That just...
Oh my god! Their scarves are linked.
Yeah, the
Ooh.
link.
Oh my
It's cute.
god!
Arda. Arda.
There, you see? You see? Look at that. Look, look, look. It's just like I
Like I
said.
just said, isn't it, my daughter? So,
Isn't it, my darling?
Yes, sir. Patricia's
Whoa.
always right, sir.
let us study the receipt for the books purchased by the accused on the day in question. Mrs. B, the title once again, if you please.
Oh, yes, of course. The picture of Monsieur somebody or some other.
The picture of Monsieur Lecoq.
Oh god.
What's it? Yearnings?
Canterbury Yearnings.
Oh my god, those are all just queer books.
A meal for someone.
A meal for Gabriel.
Yeah, because dude, okay. So you got cock, you've got the yearnings, you've got the meal, so the snacking. Like, I'm just
at the very
saying.
least, erotica.
This is erotica.
As
This
the
is
call is transferred, the witness remembers that both titles flawlessly, save for a few minor details. Mr. Beat's power of recollection can only be described as exceptional.
Did you hear that, Rolly? The gentleman paid me a compliment. Are you
Yes,
jelly?
sir, flawless, sir. Patricia is flawless. There are only 3 books on the receipt, and Miss Beat mentioned 4. Yeah, that was the victim's book.
There's nothing surprising. Tell you the fourth book is a snack. Look at the good teeth mark.
I would also really like to take a bite out of that book. It tastes like tomatoes, I'm sure.
Sir, you have a problem with tomatoes today?
You did say that the victim did fall into tomatoes, right? Must have been really good. Anyway, was it omitted? Was it because it was too tasty?
It's not hot at all, my lord. As the photograph clearly shows, the fourth book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words, it belongs to the victim.
Victim was holding her own book.
I wonder what became of that 4th book.
Obviously, it wasn't overlooked by the investigating officer at Scotland Yard. I have it here as evidence.
You will submit that in the aforementioned photographic print to the court, please, counsel.
I love that we only learned about this right now.
Of course.
Yeah, that's illegal in the current system.
Yeah. Oh, it's bro, like
The lion's
I just.
pride.
The prosecution rests.
Does it now?
Oh,
I fucking don't.
Oh, me. The prosecution rests. Oh, me.
Oh, those are footprints, but like probably there's just people walking around. Yeah, investigating the body. The lion's pride. Oh,
Oh, look at this. The book has been badly burned.
You're right. It almost looked like a bite was taken out of it, but like I guess the fire just ate it. You'd never be able to
Damn.
read it in this state, especially not the latter pages.
What a terrible waste. Judging from the scorched edges of the paper, I think the damage must have occurred very recently.
A book recently damaged by fire. Why does that seem to raise a red flag within me? Because fire is red.
Let me see. It's a book entitled The Lion's Pride.
I'm afraid I don't know any English literature at all. So it wouldn't be something I've heard. Wait a minute! The Lion's Pride? That's strange. I think I have heard of a book by that name before. And very recently, too. Now, remembering the investigation segment from last time would be very useful.
Really, considering that it's been a very long time, right? I remember everything about it, thankfully, because I just
You
remember
know
the game well.
Yeah.
I know the game.
It's a title I recognize too, Mr. Naruto.
Hmm. Just making sure.
Rotate.
I have nothing further to add.
What?
You seem surprised, my lone friend, but your resistance until now has been in vain. Entertaining, yes, but futile. The spurious longer route of the accused's lodgings you try to establish in your summation examination, and the attempt and discrediting of the witness's powers of recollection in your cross-examination.
Futile? I walked right into this, didn't I?
You see, everything we said is true. Isn't that right, my darling?
Yes, Pat! Marry me, Pat! Oh.
We're already married.
So perhaps the ladies and gentlemen of the jury would like to reconsider their position. Should the court waste any more time with this Nipponi's travesty? Or is the decision you have to make all too apparent already?
No,
God
shut up.
fucking damn it.
You have heard of the witness and seen all of the evidence. This trial has run its course.
Miss Naruto, I'm afraid we are in a terrible, precarious
Yep,
position.
as usual. If I fight back in the wrong way now, I could very well just make matters worse. Don't trust
It's time
that.
to say.
Wait, was it the battle of the clouded Kokoro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's the cloudy Kokoro.
Oh my fucking god.
Think, Ryunosuke! Think!
Objection!
I'm not done yet!
No, my lone friend, it's over. The last custom examination was your final chance to establish a credible defense. The die has been cast, there is no more room for debate.
I didn't roll a nat one though!
I mean, still
What?
rolling.
It's still
Rolling and again.
But it might be over as far as you're concerned, but...
Well, that's a nice butt.
No! Head empty!
I am trying to summon the spirit of Kazuma right now. I'm not a
Kazuma, help.
spirit
Kazuma,
channeler, but I can
help.
try. If I may, Lord Van Zeeks.
It seems somewhat boorish to close down the debate at this point.
Even insignificant little eastern island must be lawless, a lawless hole indeed. For a lawless judicial assistant to have the audacity to intervene at a moment like this.
Ah,
The misogyny.
Oh, she feels.
Don't take it!
Misogyny and racism.
The combo.
Don't let him give it to you.
I am, to my shame, still a very inexperienced lawyer. So you'll have to forgive me, but I consider my assistant's advice essential and her opinions invaluable.
Aww.
Miss Naruto.
I've got my respect women juice, don't worry, Mr. Sato.
Good.
One of the Zen's great guiding principle is tolerance. Unless there is a full-butt match, obviously.
Tolerance.
In
Yeah,
this
we taller
courtroom!
We fucking tolerance, bro. I've been called 10 slurs at least in this fucking room already. Oh my god, so the court will hear you, madam.
Go ahead, please.
Oh.
Well, pray, what insight can you give us? What have we all overlooked in this matter that you see fit to pursue further?
Okay, I just want to say that Sato is literally one of the most like, one of the best judicial assistants that there was in any of the games.
True.
Yes.
Like she's actually very knowledgeable and very useful, and she saved the situation so many times by
For
just
real,
being
for
knowledgeable
real.
and cool.
She's better than Ryunosuke, honestly.
All Maya
She
can do is
is.
summon a better lawyer.
Yeah, that's the thing. And meanwhile, she has no spirit channeling or anything. She's just a good fucking lawyer. That's it.
Well, the court has been presented with new evidence, but only after the last cross-examination finished.
Ah, I see. And you believe that this new evidence warrants further examination, do you?
Of course. The book is
Um,
fucking burned.
Miss Naruto, what do you think? It's just possible that this new evidence might be the decisive proof we've been waiting for. The judge is sure to ask the members of the jury to announce their leanings in a moment. And of course, he's sure to ask you to explain what the crucial piece of evidence is and what, and why. So we must take this
Last.
opportunity to examine the newly presented evidence as thoroughly as possible.
I sure did. Thank you, Mr. Sato. She managed to win us one last chance. The defense wishes to present evidence.
Oh, he's so hungry.
I know.
How
that was
hungry.
hot. No, like this angry Claire was so hot. Like, ugh.
No evidence!
Take that!
Take that! The evidence in question is what we can see from the newly presented photographic print of the crime scene. The fourth book found in the victim's hand.
Objection!
We have already discussed the 4 books at length. What is this, a FNAF theory? Other than it being in the victim's grasp at the time of the incident, no significance has been attached to it. Lore of the book is not canon, Mad Pat. Pursuing the matter further will be a flagrant waste of the court's time, as you well know.
For counsel, I must concur with the prosecution on this matter.
I really like the novels, even though I can't read. You let the court to believe that evidence is questioned and contain a hitherto discovered clue.
Yes.
So I must insist that you elaborate, counsel. Will I identify this clue at once? Do I make myself clear?
Yes, my lord.
Isn't that all though?
No.
Miss Naruto?
I believe the prosecution is trying to avoid a thorough examination of the evidence. Which means you may very well be on the right track.
Yes, I think you might be right. The music,
Oh.
the music didn't stop in this case, but like the dialogue was very insightful.
Where is it?
Do. Oh,
It's the title! Obviously, it's the title.
it could be. I mean, we recognize where the title comes from. Got it. I would ask
Oh
the
yeah, I
court.
remember this title from like my English class, so obviously it's my English professor who did it.
To observe the back of the book in question.
Oh, back. How do you turn a book? Oh, good gracious. It's been burnt to a crisp.
So we have to ask ourselves, why was the victim clutching what is clearly an unreadable book? It is undeniably an extremely unusual, unnatural thing for her to have been doing.
Okay, shut the fuck
It's
up. I can
just
do whatever
not
the fuck I want.
natural.
Objection!
I just don't. Just don't agree with the lifestyle.
Yeah.
I know who they are.
I know they
Unnatural,
are.
you say? And what of it, my Nipponese friend?
People
Oh.
can't hold burning brooks. I do that every Saturday. Who are you to judge me?
Aren't you very flammable?
I'm so flammable.
Were
I
I
can-
to concede the point, if it bears no relation to the case, there is nothing to discuss.
Get close to me, no burn.
I'm as hot as the sun.
Ugh.
So should you wish to assert that this fire damage is some veiled clue as to
Roll
what
for
happened
fire
today,
damage.
pray, do enlighten us all. What truth does this charred book hide?
Your mom.
Short book. Just one possibility here, which I can't quite bring myself to rule out. It's an outside chance, certainly, but worth a try. I'll explain my theory.
Don't keep us waiting any longer than counsel. Stop fucking around and find out. What you suggesting?
Its owner. My lord, the burn on the back of this book reveals a startling truth about the book's owner.
I beg your pardon.
But we already know who the book belongs to. The victim was gripping it in her hands as she fell to the floor after all. It's obviously hers.
Nuh-uh. The question of how this book came to be in the victim's hand has yet to be answered. However, as to the questions of who the book really belongs to and where it originated, the defense has very credible answers.
Gracious. How can you possibly?
Very well, I'll play along with this futile attempt to delay your inevitable demise. But do remember, the member of the jury may well burn you and your little camp will go awry.
I mean, one of the members of the jury should know.
Counsel. The defense's response here is very likely to Tell the court who do you claim is the owner of this burnt book?
Him. I think.
Take that!
Take that! The music stopped. Thank God. The answer is that the book belongs to the couple who owns the house where the defendant has his lodgings. The
There was a
complete
full-
360.
There was a full 360.
Ah.
Yeah.
360, no, stop!
I was like, what the fuck? Did he do a twist?
No, it's
What
just
the-
the
No,
camera.
it was just the camera.
Being
Yeah,
dramatic.
just the camera. But even then, what the
certain
fuck?
Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb!
The landlord?
I got him! Yes!
He's a little startled. He went a little startled.
He had his little clawsies out.
Oh my god, you little fitzies, little cluesies. Ooh, you little paws. Ooh, the little beans. Ooh.
And whether this is some extraordinary coincidence or some kind of fate at work, I don't know. But of all the people in London, one of the 6 chosen for jury duty in this courtroom today is none other than Miss Garrideb herself. Oh, my goodness me! I think you must be mistaken, sir. I'm not Mr. Garrideb's wife. I'm his maid. Still, things would be so much easier if you would just drop the pretense. Alright then, how about a simple question for you? Have you ever seen this book in Mr. Garrideb's house? I would never presume to know all of the books he keeps, sir.
Objection!
This outlandish behavior. This woman is accused of landlady. Is accused landlady, you say? You implicate you implicate this hardworking member of the public. You besmirch her without a shred of evidence.
Drink some more respect women juice from your chalice, alright?
Your actions are unforgivable.
This is not mere conjecture. The defense happens to know that on the very day in question, at almost exactly the same time as the victim was stabbed on the pavement below, another incident was taking place in the room on the top floor of Mr. and Mrs. Garrideb's house.
Hello, Lord. What sort of incident, counsel?
A fire, my lord.
Yup.
Woo! Oh, probably Songe.
Yeah, of course
I'm
not.
not sure. Fred, what voice should I give him? Like your old sport.
Well,
Fred.
he's a veteran. He's a veteran from like the war.
Fred to say it was happened in the blink of an eye, you know? The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a belly thing. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The belly furniture started going up as well. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride.
Da-da! Oh, the glare!
I am bro, he's so angry.
The Lion's Pride.
I hove! The very same title that the subject of this debate.
Oh, dear me!
Objection!
This is reasonable. All you've told the court is that
Risible!
the book is-
Like, Riz!
No, as
Right.
in like laughable, but
don't-
yes.
No, this is not a call out to your pronunciation, I just thought... I just heard Riz and I was like, ooh.
All you've told the court is that a book by the same name was involved in a fire. In which case, it would be reasonable to assume that it was burned to ashes. And entirely unreasonable to infer that it magically resolved itself to the scene of the crime.
Perhaps it would make more sense if I told you that the cause of the fire was a marital discord. The server went up in flames.
No, stop.
Without going into details, it appears that Miss Garrideb was considerably enraged. Apparently she continued to attack Mr. Garrideb even amid the flames.
Oh, how awful. I can't even imagine being so horrid to the one you love. Can you really?
Absolutely not, sir! My Patricia would never raise a finger against me, sir! She only pulls my leash, which I find very, very nice!
Please stop, actually.
I had all my favorite old novels in that case, but as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Rush, I've been smoking. Then the wife started hurling things at me. That was it. Back against the widow. Under heavy enemy fire. Incendiary books going 10 to the dozen.
Huh? The man had his back up against the window, and he has burning books thrown at him. Oh, goodness gracious! Are you suggesting that the book was thrown through the window and landed coincidentally at the scene of the crime?
Objection!
No, a thorough investigation of the surrounding area was conducted the very evening of the incident. There is no report of the Gary Dev's window pane being broken.
That's quite true. We also saw no sign of broken glass when we visited the Garrideb household. But is it not conceivable that the window was open at the time?
Not even remotely. And let's not forget the season, the chilling weather that combined.
There was a fire! He would open the window if there was fire!
No Londoner would ever leave a window open in the middle of winter.
The defense postulated this scenario and also used as counsel. Do you understand claim that the book found at the scene was a flaming projectile thrown by Mr. Garrideb's wife?
I mean, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound very considerable, you know?
But it is a possibility, my lord. Aha! Well, I hope that everyone can see you for what you are now, you little foreign trickster gay! You call yourself a lawyer, but you're just a coward, a mean coward! Really?
Racist.
Claiming that our little tiff set the whole neighborhood alight? Honestly? Implying that I'm merely posing as a maid for appearance's sake? How could you? It's nothing to do with this beastly case, not any of it. And you've done is sully is our... All you've done is sully our family's name. Now, I assure you, that was never my intention. Dragging an upstanding citizen's name through the mud simply to divert attention from your failing defense. The way he made it.
Avoid. Oh.
He's good.
What it's
Esa
telling me
buenas
though
day.
is that maybe what it's telling me that sometimes maybe he leaves that at home, and that makes it sad.
Oh.
Why'd you have to say it like that?
Oh my god.
I'm saying that because I think it's one of these lines actually where he says that actually it's something that he, you know. So
oh,
like
her wife bad. Oh, it might be, yeah.
yeah, or something like that. So
Oh.
yeah. No, actually, I like no joke. Actually, I love this juror. Like he has no story or something, but like he's just very sympathetic and, you know,
He's just a hard-working man.
he's a hardworking man with probably a bad like you know, but he's doing his best, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just find it like funny, but also kind of sad that he just managed to dodge it like right away.
I should box your ears. That's what I should do. It's utterly unforgivable. Too right. Here we go. How long have we sat here now listening to this Nipponese spouting out his fancy foreign theories? But think about it! Think! At the end of the day, the only person who could possibly have stabbed the victim is that little hunchback with the mustache! And he ran away from the scene, too!
I do declare you're right.
It's true.
Yes, what did I tell you?
That's a buonaster.
Sorry, what's that? Oh, well. Here we fucking go again. Bitch. What is your favorite sexual position, Vanzix?
Bottom. Oh, sorry. In truth, my lord, I feel these have been unnecessarily protracted proceedings. But then, one must have always exercised patience in order to savor the best vintage.
I feel like there's kind of something sexual coming on in there, like in this line.
It's kind
No,
of ironic.
wait. Please don't make an innuendo. The mystery of the fourth book still hasn't been...
Oh!
Put those grippers away!
If books are of your predilection, my learned friend, study them on your own time. Damn!
He has like some big like gay panic right now. Did you see that?
He's bigger than him.
No, forgive the discourtesy this time. I angered him too much.
Sorry, I got an erection. In that case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will not state your individual decisions regarding the defendant's culpability for the court to hear.
Guilty.
Oh dear.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
God
Why does
damn
he
it.
Why does he sound like bees from like what's Tomodachi Life? Guilty.
Here we fucking go again.
Thank you for that unambiguous response.
Twice.
The Phoenix Wright moment.
It's not over. Don't give up.
There's a new rule that we forgot.
No, have you forgotten?
Yeah, we can do it twice, I guess.
You can do it as many times as you want.
The battle isn't over yet.
Yeah, like...
Of course, the defense has the right to another submission examination at this point. You should still convince the jurors to change their mind. You have one more chance.
Alright, my lord. The defense has to exercise its right to a summation examination again.
You believe you still have tricks up your sleeves?
I'm trying my fucking best, okay?
Well, try more.
I don't intend to trick anybody. I intend to uncover the truth. There's just no time to be downcast. As long as there's a chance, I have to stay strong and determined. To be continued!
To be continued. Dear Lord.
Why is it like chapter like that?
It'd be like
I
that.
don't know. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro.
That's such a weird fucking title.
It is.
I kind of love it, but what the fuck?
Like, it sounds nice, but why not the Clouded Heart? I guess it's because
Yes.
more so like,
Because
You know,
it's a
focus,
Japanese
on
defendant.
Japanese?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, I need food.
Yeah, no, understandable, bro. I think my throat is dying.
I need
Um,
sloop.
Sloop.
Yes, Snoop is also really good, bro. Also, like, seeing Baroque Van Zix again makes me just crave reading some more fanfics. I'm not gonna lie.
Is you saying Singburn Van Vix makes me crave and a lot of possible ending.
God.
Dude. Baroque Van Zix makes me crave everything. Like, it makes me... Have you seen the man? Have you seen the way he just kinda just slams his fucking leg on the fucking table, like... Ugh.
Yeah.
God
Sexual.
damn.
Oh my god, like,
God
bro.
damn!
Like, I'm saying this could turn any person like interested into men. Like, this could like literally right away. Like,
Gay therapy. Like you force watch people, you know,
Oh my god.
instead of chasing like, it's reverse conversion therapy.
Oh no. It's
The
just
conversion-
conversion therapy to the other side.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Rainbow
conversion to
therapy.
gay, rainbow therapy. But like kind of emo and goth.
Oh
That's,
yeah.
like, beautiful. No, but like for real though. For real.
For real.
Even lesbians are like absolutely questioning their sexuality. I don't like any men. Slams. I like one man.
I like this. I like this one. It's pretty good.
Thank you. Alright, probably gonna go to It's Very Late.
Yes, boy.
Boy, it was really cool. We'll play some... Yay! We'll play
Yay!
some more time. Do like ping and everything.
Yeah.
OMG, because you won't have as much time now that you go to school.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah. I've got one more week. I've got one week.
Let's make it count.
Well, I like 1.5 weeks till the school actually starts, but like, you know, wedding on Friday and then
Oh
gotta
yeah.
go see a house on Saturday and Sunday I
Yeah.
just have to cope.
Oh my god. So much coping.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye bye.
Bye bye!
Bye. It was great.